What we're going to do today is we are going to go through niche marketing as it is in 2024. There's been a lot of changes in this industry. There's been a lot of talk, shakeups, different things like that. And what I want to do today is show you cold, hard facts of what's actually working. What is working right now? What is working 6 months ago and right now? What has worked for the last 25 years, and where do I see the markets going? This is something that's going to be very important. This is a training I haven't done for over 2 years. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you how niche marketing works, how to find a domain, how to find a niche, how to build everything and actually turn a profit. So if you're excited about that, let me know by typing something in the box. At the end, we will have a special offer, so get ready. Obviously, we want to be upfront about everything that's going on. But by the end of this training, you will know how to go out there and understand niche marketing. You will end info overload once and for all. You will get out of shiny object syndrome hell, as it were, and you are going to learn what it really takes so that you can go out there and decide on the direction for your business and making extra money. This is something I've been doing for many, many years. I've made multiple millions of dollars online since I've started back in 1999. And we're going to go through those stories and talk to you about how everything works exactly step by step with nothing left out. We got a power pack training, so get ready, get your notepad, get everything ready so that you don't miss anything. This is super important. If you are interested in making money online, this is what you need to pay attention to. There's a lot of noise in the marketplace. There's a lot of junk going on. But what we're going to do here is we're going to get to the truth of what actually works. So if you're excited, let me know by typing excited in the box. And I'm going to break down everything for you step by step so you know exactly how this works. So type excited in the box. Let's head over to the computer and I'm going to show you how this whole thing works. Okay, excellent. Welcome to the show, everyone. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make money with niche blogs in 2024. This is something that's super important. It's something that's dear to my heart. It's something I've been doing for a long time, and I've also showed lots of other people how to do this as well. Now, back when I first started with my business, I started right here. This is a mobile home that I lived in with my brother. Everyone except me was doing drugs in that mobile home. I was a preacher at the time, and that's all I could afford. With my brother, it was basically bulldozed later. That's how bad of condition it was. But I took this picture because here on this little stool, I had my magic show gear, and over here was the computer that I had gotten when I worked at a computer store. And luckily, I was able to get a computer for like $150 because the manager basically let us buy whatever we wanted as long as we named a price that was good. And it was good because I couldn't afford a $2,000 computer, so I got the floor model super cheap as an employee. That is the computer that I started this on, which is less powerful than probably one of these webcams or even your phone. So there's a lot of stuff here that we have to look at. This is what my sales screenshot looked like up until July 4th of the year 2000. In July 4th of the year 2000, I was struggling. I had a website. You guys might know it now. It is our support site, PCmoneymaking.com. All of the stuff that I'm going to show you here today, you can go look up. You can see it. When you've been around a long time, like I have for 25 years, everything leads a paper trail, and you can see that paper trail online to back up what's going on. Now, back in the year 2000, I was starting out. I was in that mobile home, and I will never forget it because it was July 4th, and I had been working like crazy trying to make money online, and nothing worked. And that day, I went to go have a barbecue with my dad for July 4th. I was really excited about it. We had barbecues and all kinds of stuff, and it was really fun. Fortunately, my dad passed a couple years ago, but he was there to learn about this. And he always encouraged my entrepreneurship. He thought it was kind of strange, but he did encourage the way that I did it. And I remember I was there for 4th of July. And after 4th of July, after we went home, after fireworks and everything, it was about 11 o'clock at night. And I logged into my ClickBank account, and I found out that I had made 3 sales for about $7 each. So there I was, not working, based on stuff I had already done. And I log into my ClickBank account. I'm like, wait a minute, there's like $21 there, $21.77 or somewhere around that number. This for me was a big aha moment because I realized that I could make money when I wasn't working. That's one of the beauties of websites, AI, blogs, niche traffic, videos, all the stuff we're going to talk about today. The beauty of this is the fact that it works when you're not working. It's much like, I remember a couple years ago in 2021, when my dad was really sick, he had asked me to go on a motorhome trip with him. And I was like, okay, I don't like motorhomes, but I mean, Dad's not doing so well, so I'm going to do the motorhome trip. And I remember because of that, because I had employees that were working for me, my business made more money while I was traveling than, it made while I was even working, which was really cool. And having that was important. And a lot of people can't afford employees and stuff like that. And now in the age of AI, it's going to change drastically. We're going to show you some things that are working with AI that you won't even believe. I know there's people out there that they've seen changes in Google, they've seen changes in the search engines, and they're saying, does this stuff still work? How do we make it work? What's going on here? And I'm here to tell you it actually works better and easier than ever before. Because back when I started, it took 6 months to get ranked in Hotbot and Lycos and Alta Vista and Ask Jeeves, whereas now you can get traffic literally instantly. Back then, I couldn't fire up a webinar software and have hundreds of people waiting to hear what I have to say with cameras all over the house. This stuff did not exist back then. And now what's happened is it's made it an even playing field where you, with your laptop or maybe even a tablet, I'd probably recommend a laptop unless you have one with a keyboard, you can be more powerful and you can get more done than I used to do with 5 or 10 employees on staff. This is super important. Now, when I had that big aha moment on July 4th, I thought to myself, wait a minute, what if I just set up a bunch of these and made money over and over and over again in a really cool way? That's when I got into CPA affiliate marketing. You guys might remember a live stream I did on YouTube on Wednesday where we talked about a company that I worked with that is absolutely ridiculously huge right now and where I made over 835,000. Let me open it in a new tab because my eyes are also not what they used to be when I started. $834,000 in 1 year on one affiliate network. And this is a kind of thing where if you understand this the right way, it can work super, super fast and in an easy way. And that's what we're going to show you today, is how to do this in a real world way, how to go out there and understand this, because let me know how you feel. If you are tired of hearing guru pitches that make a little bit of sense, but you really don't know what's going on, and then you buy something because it sounds good, but you really don't understand it, and later you find out that, hey, the guru kind of didn't really have it all together anyway. How many of you guys are tired of that? You're tired of info overload, and you want something that's concrete, that's based on data, that has nothing to do with Marcus, but has stuff to do with what you can do right now? Because I understand a lot of gurus have big egos, and they want fancy cars, and they want people to remember their name. I don't care if you remember me or not. My job is to help you make money in a specific way. That's why you're here. I look at this as a transaction. Whether you buy something today, whether you never buy something from me, this is a transaction. You are here with your time, and I am going to give you the keys to the kingdom of how this works. And if you feel like that's a fair trade and you're like, I'm tired of all the junk, I want something that works and something that makes sense, then let me know and let's dive in. Here's another screenshot. I did a promotion in 19 days. We made about $20,000. I think it rounded up to about $25,000 because I got some $5,000 second place prize or something like that. I don't remember, but it was at least $20,000 in 19 days off one promotion that wasn't even the main promotion I was running at the time. Here's another one just to show you that I've done this in many different niche markets. This is one where I ran a Bible website and made $500. I think it was the second day the website was online. Very simple. A lot of people say you can't make money in Bible niches. All right, we're going to show you the truth here. This is stuff that other gurus don't talk about because I have a hunch that they don't know it. A lot of people haven't been around this long. I've been doing this stuff for the better part of my life, which, what am I now, like 45 or something like that. If you look close, you can see about 5,000 gray hairs in my head there. But looking at this, we're like, okay, this is how it works. There's also a lottery website. Nobody knew how to monetize this. I actually have. And again, like I said, you can document this. If you go back, I think it was like 2013, I believe it was, I did the lotto site, and I actually did it live. Right? I was like, here I am live buying traffic. Here it is converting. The thing made $1,300 its first day online. I set it up that morning. So very cool. Now, let's look at another one. Here's another promotion I did, actually several of them on JVZoo. So you could see that I've done this pretty much everywhere. Jill says, so you're to blame for all the Gideon Bibles. No, that's not me. These were downloadable Bibles. And that was the Ask company that we talked about earlier, which was really cool. All right, awesome stuff. And if you feel like, maybe you feel like Scott there, who's like, hey, I'm 61, I'm trying to learn this. We actually had a guy years ago, again, you can document it. I don't delete videos. I don't take things down. I leave everything up as it is. Even stuff like the video I did the day I went into rehab, I left it up because I want you guys to be encouraged. Maybe there's an alcoholic out there that will be helped by that. I don't know. Is it embarrassing and raw and real? Yeah, it is. But you know what? I left it there. And this guy here, he was 67 years old when I met him. I think he's got to be pushing 80 now. And he didn't understand the concept of paying for traffic. He thought I was calling it paper clips. And he's like, hey, I bought 500 paper clips today. I'm like, paper clip? Why would you buy that many? He's like, no, on Google, And he was doing a site, and he got his site up to like $8,000 a month at 67, or I think he might have been 73 at the time. And he made it work. So if he can make it work, I think anyone can make it work. That's my 2 cents. We're going to talk about some disclaimers and stuff as well, because, what I'm teaching you is not guaranteed. Do I think it's straightforward and simplistic that anyone can do it? I do truly believe that, but that's me, right? Who knows? This is in my numbers. The results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. Unfortunately, because of all the noise in the marketplace, the average person trying to make money online makes nothing. That is the fact. Even buying my products, most people don't do anything. We're going to show you an example of someone who bought a high-ticket niche over a year ago, and literally they're out there making money in a really cool, or actually, hold on a second, something interrupted me here. I'm going to set this status to away. Literally, their traffic is there. We're going to show you the traffic. A year ago, they did nothing. They're still getting traffic, like 4,000 visitors a month in the termite niche. Like, how many of you guys are like, whoa, wait a minute. You're telling me if I go to like SpyFu, and I'm going to give you the rundown of how this works, and I go something like, let's do pest control. Okay, if I do pest control, you're going to see it's $10 a click. And this lady who bought a high ticket niche from us has done nothing in a year and 3 months. I don't even think she's logged in. We're going to show you how it still gets traffic today. How many of you guys would be like, well, wait a minute. She didn't even do anything, and it's still sitting there waiting for when she's ready. Right? How many of you guys are like, okay, yeah, you sold me. Show me the proof, show me the money. Type show me the money, show me the proof in the box. Let me know you're paying attention. Here's another screenshot from an affiliate dashboard of a software that I sell. I don't get a whole lot of commission. I think it's like 30%, whatever the math is there, 25%. I generated 10,000 clicks, made $14,000 for myself, which is pretty good, right? Very, very cool. And we start to look at this and see, okay, here's some volume from a Stripe account I have. I have several merchant accounts, Stripe accounts, all kinds of stuff everywhere. Here's one where we did about $409,000 in the last 3 years or so. Really cool. It's a secondary account that's like, selling stuff and things like that. Here's an AdSense one. I wanted to show you that I did run AdSense. That's not by any means my biggest moneymaker. It's like 0.05% of what I've made. So between the two, I've made like $550,000, a little bit more, $530,000, something like that, right? You do the math. But looking at this, you're like, okay, wait a minute. I see that this stuff works. How many of you guys are like, okay, this is pretty cool. It works. I mean, if you want to see how it works, watch, I'll just go in. I'll show you how I get the numbers. So like those are screenshots. Yes, it is on my computer because it's easier to do the notes. Let me show you. I'll just log in. You see, hey, this stuff is on the up and up. It's totally true. If I go through and I do all time, boom, here we go. This one, it'll load. There we go, 14,837. I think it's pretty close. Okay, cool. I have not made a sale in the last 12 hours or something like that. But it does go through and show you, hey, this stuff actually works. There it is on the site. I can refresh it, show you everything, do it again, bada bing, bada boom. You're going to see exactly how this works, right? So if you see this and you're like, okay, I'm sold, this makes sense. This is not copy and paste garbage. This is real world stuff. Thrivecart is for a couple of one-off affiliate offers. They're not huge ones. They're like little software tools and things like that, okay? Pretty cool stuff. Now, you can see that this stuff is on the up and up. It's real world stuff that actually works that, I mean, I think anyone can do. We have lots of people that are students that are getting results. Like I said, the vast majority get nothing. There you go. But, you know, when you look at it, it's like, okay, what can we do? Again, the results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. I want to stress that because at the get-go, I respect you. I know you're smart. I know you know what's going on. I don't want to show you these screenshots to say, oh, well, if I sign up with Marcus, I'm going to get all this money here. No, that's not the case. Is it possible? Yes. I've had some students that have actually done better than me, right? I've had a student who did like $8 million in like 2 years. I've never hit $4 million a year. We've gotten a decent amount per year. I choose to work in a different way. His stuff was a little different than I like to do. I think he did big in like ringtones and stuff like that. And I have some students now that are actually doing really good. One of them, he's got videos all the time he does. And I think he said he was making like $30,000 a month. We're going to show you some other examples, some messages from people, show you that, hey, you know what? This is the real deal. And if you're tired of being on your own and you want someone to help you, type I need help, because I wish that back when I started, someone like me would have stepped in and helped me because I was struggling. Now, I did have to figure out on my own, which probably made me better in the end because, hey, you know, the harder it is, the more you're going to learn. And lucky for you, I had to learn in the real world way. Very important. So again, remember, this is real good stuff. But you might be saying, okay, Marcus, this is great for you, but how does this work? What is this going to do for me? I mean, I see screenshots, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to show you my car. I drive a really nice minivan, right? Could I get a Lambo? I could. Would I be tall enough to drive it? I'm like 5'2". I could barely drive my van. Nobody wants me in a car that can go 200. Trust me. I had one back when I was drinking, and it was not a good combination. Luckily, I quit drinking before I had to drive a lot, and I never went anywhere. But you know, it was a very bad thing. But, you know, looking at that, I would rather show you the results of what I've done. One of the biggest things that I like is the fact that, you know, I could put pictures of fancy houses. I could put pictures of fancy cars. One of my proudest things is that I was able to put both of my kids through private school for 18 years. They're now in their 20s, and we were able to do that. And my wife stayed home. That's what matters to me. I was able to go on a motorhome trip when my dad passed. Didn't even have to blink an eye. He said, hey, take a month off. Come on in. And I was able to do that. And I would very much regret it if I wasn't able to do that. And looking at that, that's what this means to me. Now, if you want a fancy car, fine, knock yourself out. You'll get bored with it in about 3 months. And then you'll be like, oh, well, it's just another car. But what we're talking about here can last a long time if you do it. Now, how does this work for you? All right, I'm going to show you a screenshot here of the keyword structured settlement companies. A structured settlement company is someone who, let's say you win the lottery and you're like, well, they're going to pay me over 20 years. I want it all today. They would buy that structured settlement and whatever. That's how the business works. I want to show you this keyword because this is one that pays a lot of money. It's estimated to pay over $100 a click. And, you know, there's advertisers paying for it. How many of you guys have seen on daytime TV, hey, look, you know, they're paying for this stuff. There's ads for structured. If you have an annuity, come call us. Or you need life insurance. Or have you been in a car accident? All those people are paying obscene amounts of money to get leads. And they come online to get leads from us. And I'm going to show you how to generate leads for them. I'll show you a little precursor of what we're going to get into. That gal that I talked about that didn't do anything. I want to show you real world stuff. Like here we are logging in right here live. If I do termite
MD, you can see that she is actually ranking. Her rankings are going up. She hasn't done anything and her rankings are going up, which is crazy. Like, I don't even think she logged in or anything like that. When you look at this, I want to show you the real world stuff, because when we went here and looked at $10 a click, this is what the advertiser is paying. Okay, am I going to get 10 bucks a click? It's rare. I've gotten it a couple times. There are a few offers that I've sustained around $10 a click, and I got to tell you, it's pretty amazing. I would say in this market, you're probably going to hover in the $1 to $3 per click market. So with hers, looking at the traffic she gets, if it's valued at like $1, $3 or more, you're going to see how it works. We can also go to SimilarWeb and type in her URL here, right, like this, and you can see 4,600. So do the math. Okay, is she doing anything? She is not. She didn't add affiliate offers. She hasn't done much of anything. But looking at this, we're starting to understand, wait a minute, this can actually work. And even if you take time off, because I get it, life gets in the way. You plan on something, and sometimes you're like, oh man, I couldn't do anything for a couple months. I didn't plan on it, but now I'm coming back to it. Well, her site's ready for her when she comes back, which is cool. And what I'm going to show you today is that when you join me and you learn from me, my goal is to give you something that's going to be as close to whole as possible. Meaning, I want to get something that is of value for you, so that down the line, if you decide you want to go a different direction, you can sell the thing and hopefully, again, not guaranteed, be made whole by selling your site. This is something that's very important. This is something that shows my commitment to you. I want you to do something that's actually going to work. I want you to set things up based on data and facts, because right now, millions of advertisers are paying billions of dollars. That's where Google gets their money and other ones, okay, on paid ads, sponsored ads, banner ads, and video ads. And when you look at it, all right, there's the termite one. There's what they're paying. There they are right there. And if we were to go over to OfferVault, which is a place you can find affiliate offers, and we do something like pest control, you can see that right now they pay $40 for a 60-second phone call. Meaning you get a custom phone number, put it on your website, people call the number and talk to whoever's on the other line about pest control. If they stay on the line 60 seconds, you get 40 bucks. And I know a lot of people, they watch my videos and they're like, $40 every 60 seconds, that doesn't make sense. This is where it's at. The goal of this training is to show you behind the scenes of all the stuff you've been watching so far. And if you're digging this, let me know. All right, so billions of dollars is being paid by ads, sponsored ads, banner ads, Google, video ads, you name it. Lots of money. And recently, some people have been asking me if it still works. Here is an example. They did switch affiliate network, so it was on a different one. I'll show you some other screenshots from the old one. This one is the one up to date. You can see I took this one today. I think I took it at like 3 in the morning. We might have gotten a sale since then. I don't know. But you can see here that I've gotten about $42,000 on the new platform. And notice here the sale amount, right? I actually sold dollar volume less than they paid me. Interesting. More about that in a minute. This is where CPA marketing comes in. Now, their conversion rate, I don't know why they have a dot in here, but it's actually 8%, which means over the course of almost 5,000 clicks, I averaged $9 a click. That's pretty damn good. I mean, most people, they get 4,600 clicks, they put a Zoic and AdSense and they get 2 cents a click. This is not what this is about. This is about a little bit of traffic monetized properly to put lots of money in your pocket. If you dig it, like Wayne, type dig it, because this is the goal. Other people are going to teach you to go for everything, get a bunch of keywords, get a bunch of traffic, and hope to make 2 cents. No. I learned my lesson on that back in 2003. I just got a bunch of traffic. We made, I think we were averaging 7 to 30 cents a click. So we were even still a little bit better back then. But I learned that, and the way I learned that was in 2006, I had to buy traffic. And I realized that, hey, if I'm paying money for traffic, then I better be making money. I can't do 2-cent clicks, because if I'm paying 30 cents and I only get 2, then I'm losing 28 cents. It don't take a lot of quarters to make you broke every day if you're doing it like 10,000 times a day. Now, again, that's paid traffic. We're going to talk about free traffic, paid traffic, everything. What I'm showing you is a system that works for everything. Everything. You might watch my videos on YouTube. How many guys follow me on YouTube and you like my videos? If you do, let me know. You're going to notice that a lot of things on my videos seem different. Oh, he's talking about Pinterest today. Today he's talking about AI videos. Now he's talking about ChatGPT. I'm going to give you a little secret. They are all one side of the same coin. Everything I do is based on everything I do. Web marketing as a strategy is an entire thing. This is why you get confused and you get info overload, because you don't realize that and nobody taught you that. I'm going to teach you right here, right now for free, whether you buy something today or not. Doesn't matter to me. I'll be fine either way. What I want to do is get you out of the garbage and into the stuff that works. And it's all part of the same thing. What do we use Pinterest for? We use it for traffic. I'm going to show you some examples of how it works. Very cool. So here's a screenshot, $42,000. There it is, right there, plain as day. I could probably log into that one, but it might have, do you guys care if I log into that one? I don't know if it has like account numbers on it. I'd rather not show it because I'm not sure, but I mean, we logged into others. I can show you towards the end and maybe blur them out or something like that. So what happened was I built this site about web hosting. I built it up. It worked really well. Okay. Here's another one I did with the Bible site. It did $101.88 in less than 24 hours. Again, all of this stuff you can go back and look at. It's all there. Aston, who's Ashton? I think, are you talking about Alston Godbolt? Good guy. Yeah, I've reached out to him before. He's a really good guy. So looking at this, we're like, okay, this works. Again, go back, watch the videos. If you want to see the video where I did it live, this was back when I was drinking. So I was, I don't know. I kind of judged myself heavy back then. Actually, I'm almost, in 3 days, I'll be 10 years sober. So that's another, aside from staying home with my kids, that's my other accomplishment that I really like. And those are the things gurus don't talk about because it's like, hey, that's real world stuff. Thanks for the congratulations on that. Really cool stuff. Now, again, if you want to go back and see the Lotto site, I can dig it up for you. I think it's on the affiliate marketing dude site, pretty sure. Also the Bible one. There's also a football one. There's also an interview with the guy who called them paper clips. It's all there. It's literally all there. What I'm telling you is all online. Very cool. So what is the secret to making these work? How many of you guys want to know the secret to internet marketing? You're like, hand me the secret. And if the secret makes sense, then yeah, I'll probably join you some way, shape, or form. Because, I need someone to show me the real deal. And this is where the real deal is. The secret to making money is because these work based on what people are searching for. So when you have people searching for things, looking at the internet, going to Pinterest, watching TikToks, that is all monetizable traffic. The problem is people don't know how to monetize. I was reading a report today. I think it's still in the printer. Let me see if I have it in the printer here. And I want to show you this because it's important. Here we go. All right. We got it here in the printer. And luckily I printed out some domains to show you guys too. So what we're looking at here is this was a report I found today about an influencer. Okay. She's a TikTok, YouTube influencer. Let's see, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. She's got over 2 million followers on YouTube, 20 million across all social media platforms. It's a lot of people. You would think that having that much traffic would get you lots of money. However, let's look at the numbers. One of her videos that got 4.1 million views. One video, okay? We look at this. What do you think that video made? If you were to get 4 million views, a lot of people say, well, Marcus, you only make money because you make videos. All right, well, let's do a little test here, okay? Off of 4.1 million views, what do you think she earned? $100,000, $10,000, $1 million? All right, what do you think? Someone says 200,000, 4,000, 500, 1,500. Okay, nobody has it yet. The answer is $106. 106 bucks. However, what if you had that traffic and you could use it correctly? This is what we're talking about here. There was a commenter on my YouTube who's like, hey man, your audience isn't very big. You must not know what you're doing. And I was like, it's not the size of the audience. It's what you do with it. It's how you monetize it. Now, she did do another video that got, I think it was $44,000 on a longer video that got 3.8 million views. Okay, so there's one that made almost $50,000 off of 3 million views. Now, over the last 5 years of doing this, she made about $353,000 total. All right, so what we're seeing is, wait a minute. So, Marcus, how does this work? I mean, even 3.8 million views for only $50,000, I mean, what gives? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. The secret is, if someone is willing to pay to advertise on your content, they are making more money than you're making. Right? Like all those people who do Zoic and AdSense and put ads on your site, they are making more money than you, by far. That's why they buy ads. I know, because I'm on the other side of the coin. I'm actually running ads right now while we're doing this video. I'm testing a new ad platform. And so starting to look at this, we're like, okay, this works like crazy. And now I can see, here are some of the keywords that pay tons and tons of money per click. Some of them $179 a click and everything like that. Towards the end of this call, I will show you where to get this list of keywords. I'll make it available for you. So what we're seeing is there's lots of people that are making money. Now the question and the problem is right here that you are in control of your content and your niche, and you must direct the visitor where you want them to go. Most people don't get this because I will give you a secret, okay? A lot of gurus talk about info overload. How many of you guys feel like you have info overload? Type it in the box. I want to see it in capitals because it's frustrating. Type info overload in the box if that's you. And okay, my screen is literally lighting up. Okay, at risk of making you a little bit mad at me, I am going to say, no, you don't. You don't have info overload. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you, even if you don't like it, because I want you to get this point. And the point is, you do not have info overload. You have lack of decision-making overload. There's too many options, and you're not making a decision. It's much like me and my wife, one of our cars got messed up, and we were looking for a new car, and they stopped making it in a certain model. And there were so many options, and we just didn't decide for like 3 months because we were like, what do we want to buy? There's so many options. It wasn't info overload. There wasn't too much information about cars. It was just we couldn't make a decision. Luckily, she made a decision because I'm terrible at that. But what it is deciding. How many of you guys would like to end info overload today? Type today if you want that over, and I promise you at the end of this, it will be done. Okay? Very important. So until now, getting traffic for those big keywords has been super competitive, overpriced, and not profitable. How do you get traffic for words like that that are super expensive? I mean, if we went through and we were like, okay, let's look at Keywords Explorer, termite control, right? You're going to see it's super competitive. You can't get this even if you do pest control. Pest control. Boom. 87 competition. You're not going to do that. No way, no how. Not going to happen. But you can go in this niche in a very specific way. And as you see, we are doing really well in that niche with a site that hasn't been worked on in over a year. So up until now, getting traffic for these keywords, because wouldn't you agree that if you had traffic for cheap domain registration and hosting or something like donate a car, you'd make a lot of money. I mean, you look at it like the Better Way Foundation and all those places that buy old cars, they make a fortune. That's why they're paying a fortune per click. So wouldn't it be safe to say that if I could get you 1,000 clicks a month for people looking to donate a car, you could make some money. The advertisers are there. All you need is a traffic. Type money if you see that. And if you're confused, type confused. But I want you to type money if you're like, oh, car donation company paying money. I get traffic. They buy my traffic. Ergo, I get money. Good. Nobody's confused. That is amazing. That's like the first time ever. So Maybe I'm doing a good job here. Don't worry, we'll show you how to get in contact with the advertisers in just a minute. So now we're going to go through and say, okay, so if I had that, I would make money. Okay, that's a fact. Like, it has nothing to do with gurus and Marcuses and whatever. That is a fact aside from me. Doesn't matter. So, if I'm in control of my content and my niche, then why in the world would I be like, oh, I just want to do like hairstyles? Okay, why wouldn't I get traffic for things that are expensive? This is key because a lot of people are wasting their time and not doing this correctly. Now, the screenshot I showed you up here where I'm averaging $9 a click. Nobody shows you averaging $9 a click. That's an unheard of amount, sustainable. Like, yeah, okay, you could do it on 100 clicks maybe if you're lucky. But we did this on, over the years I've made over, I'm going to say they switched platforms. I made about 260 on the old platform and probably like at 100 on the new one. I'm going to say I probably made close to $500,000 on these $9 clicks. So let's take a look here. Because here is traffic for web hosting. That's what this niche is. I'm going to show you the niches. I'm going to show you everything. Right? All you got to do is pay attention. I'll show you everything you need to know. At the end, if you decide to join me, you can. If not, you're going to learn things and get free downloads and all kinds of things that are going to help you. Okay, that's the trade. Go through. I'm going to show you how this works. Now, free web hosting, cheap web hosting, high competition. A lot of money. Okay? If I had to pay $10 a click, here's a question. It's a math question, so get ready. Okay? The math question is, if I had to pay $10 a click for traffic to this offer, would I make money or lose money? I got $9.23 a click is what I'm making. So if I had to pay $10 a click, yes, I would lose money. Of course I would. Congratulations. Welcome to the club of good, sound math. Okay? But if I was able to get this traffic for free, would I make money or lose money or make a lot of money? Right? If I was able to get that same traffic free, I would make bank. I'd make a lot of money. Right? And I did. There it is. So what do? How many of you guys right here, you're like, okay, I'm excited. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's a little shady because all I'm seeing now is the money. I don't see how to get the money. We need to get it. Don't worry. Your boy Marcus has got you covered. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through, and instead of going for web hosting, my goal is to find people that need something, educate them on what they need, and increase the value of the traffic instantly. Let me stop right here. This is where AI will change your life if used correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, if I go to AI and I say, well, what if I got traffic for I want to create a website, or how I create a website, or how can I, or start a blog, or whatever it is. These people are looking for web hosting. They just don't know it yet. Because what do you need to create a website? Yeah, you need web hosting. But first we need coffee at 4 in the afternoon. All right, so now we're looking at this and we're like, okay, I get it. So if I went to AI, let's say I opened up ChatGPT or whatever, and I wanted to make a good piece of content, I could say, please help me make an outline on how to start a blog with WordPress and self-hosting and include some options and prices. What this will do is it's going to go through and it's going to make me an outline, and I can start to build a piece of content around this stuff. See how it says web hosting provider right there and it lists them? I mean, this is doing a very good job of starting the content. Would it be safe to say, okay, I'm going to ask you a question again because this is interactive. I want you to get this so that when you leave today, you're like, Marcus gave me a good show. I would have paid for that. All right? So if I had a good piece of content for a specific type of website people could make and appointed to web hosting, would that not be worth money? Type money if you're like, oh, I get it because everyone here is trying for this. But I'm just going to do something in a specific way. All right, how many of you guys are ready for an aha moment like you've never had it before? Type aha in the box. It's coming. Get ready. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Ahrefs keyword tool. We're going to go to Keyword Explorer, and I'm going to do website for church. How many people want to start websites for church? 80, 70, 1,500 a month. All right? How to make websites for a church. Oh, Marcus, you don't understand, buddy. Churches ain't got no money. Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, it's a myth that they don't. I worked in them. They have more money than you think. Contrary to popular belief, God is not broke. He doesn't live in the realm of money. But at any rate, we're going to look at this and say, well, now we have all this traffic here for how to start a church website. What if I could sell them $9 hosting or $7 hosting and get $80, $90, $150, $300 per sale? That's where the $9 come from. So now we look at this and we're like, wait, so you're telling me 1,500 people every month are looking for web hosting, but they don't know it yet. It's exactly what I'm telling you. Exactly. And now we start to look at this and we could do website 4. What if we just do website 4? Website builder for small business, how to make a website free, create a website free. We can show them why they should not create a website free. And then you could go through and look at the other stuff. Like you'll see in here, like website for this or website like that, for that. And when you drive down a little bit here, you're going to see the different niches, how to make your own website for free, SEO, or you could go through and do something like, what was it? It was blogging. Let's do start blog. So here's all the people that want to start a blog. How to start a blog. That's competitive, right? Not going to happen. How to start a pet care blog. Wait a minute. How to start a pet care blog has no competition and the hosting pays the same, and that's 800 people? But Marcus, you don't understand this. This influencer got all these visitors and she ain't making anything. That's because we're not focused on this. This here, my camera's going funny. This here is where the money is. So start a pet care blog. Okay, good. How to start a pet care blog. So you got a couple of people here. You got YouTube, you got Medium, Niche Pursuits. These are pretty, I mean, I could probably rank for this. This isn't that hard. I go through great. Now, adapt this to start a pet care blog. Check this out. Now, how to start a pet care blog with WordPress and self-hosting. It's going to adapt it. It's going to talk about this. What are some affiliate offers? What are some topics they can blog about? How can they start? Notice how what we're doing is we're getting custom content with ChatGPT. How many of you guys are like, wait a minute, other people don't teach me this. They're like, write an article about pet care blogs. Yeah, you're going to get junk. You're going to get junk. It's not going to work. But if we go through like this, we are getting stuff that works. And I'm going to show you some screenshots of where our content ranks like crazy. I mean, we're outranking people that charge $100 a piece of content. And we're starting, we have so much data here, it's not even funny. So now we know, wait a minute, advertiser paying money for hosting. Pet care blog person needs hosting. Put them together, bada bing, bada boom, I can make money. You guys with me so far? Like, okay, cool. Now, there are also some super high traffic keywords like WordPress stuff and things like that. Now, the cool thing is I don't need much traffic. This is when I first started the site. I didn't even know what I was doing in the hosting market. Now, I'd been doing marketing for 16 years at this point already. I am older than I look, I think. I don't know. I might look like I'm 45. What do you guys think? But at any rate, we look at this and we're like, okay, so now 369 clicks produced almost $4,000. How many of you guys are like, that's what I want to do? I want to do something that's high value, or high volume, okay? So now we're looking at this and we're like, okay, this is cool. Let me give you another anecdote with this guy here with his funny shoes. Okay, type funny shoes if you think his shoes are funny too. His shoes are great, right? I mean, how are you going to compete with that? But at any rate, here's how it works. The best time to sell a home security system is after a home invasion in a local area. If there's a home invasion and I go door to door, people are going to sign up for security systems like clockwork. You guys get that? Type makes sense. Yeah, totally. I mean, maybe some of you were unfortunate and you lived in an area and after something happened, you got a home security system, right? So that's the best time. But how do we do that? Well, we have an expensive market. Let's pull it up, check it out. Let's do ADT, or let's do home security. All right, home security. We got this right here. We got $17 a click. Big money, right? I feel like one of them guys at the casino. It's going to be big money today, big money today. Security system is super, super big, super expensive, super competitive, ain't going to happen, no way, no how. All right? So what do we do? Well, what we do is get the camera. I'm just going to shut that off because that's not the actual time. I have OCD and things like that bug me. But at any rate, we're going to look at this and we're like, okay, security system, a lot of competition. What if instead we made a site about crime statistics? Wait a minute. So crime statistics is really low. Home security is high. Again, they're looking for the same thing. All right, do you guys get it? Type same thing if you get it. Good. You guys are doing great. So far, you're keeping up. Don't think we're losing anyone. Making sense. Okay? So you're already getting rid of info overload. You just don't know it yet. Get ready. You guys are going to love this. Next, take a look at these non-money making niches. Okay? In these non-money making niches, I have made lots of money. And the screenshot is this one. This was not buyer traffic. Oh, there it is there. I think I still have it open. This is not buyer traffic. That's why it was 20 cents a click. I think, yeah, the highest there, 20 cents. There's 32 cents, but that wasn't much traffic. So the highest was 20 cents. It was non-buyer traffic. All the gurus say you need buyer traffic. You got to have buyer traffic. They got to be looking for, this reviews, best dishwasher reviews. Okay, those are the sites that got hit by the old Google, right? If you look it up and you do something like, let's do Keyword Explorer, and we do, let's do washer reviews. Okay, watch what happens. So all-in-one washer reviews. If we were to look up the SERPs on this one, SERPs is search engine results page, and we compare it with a year ago, let's do 2023. And we'll just pick a random day. Okay, so a year ago, watch what happened. These got mixed up like crazy. Did it compare? No, it didn't. Apply. You got to hit apply. There you go. All right, so now we see these things got mixed up quite a bit, and a lot of little sites got knocked out. Now you have like New York Times, Consumer Reports. So this is pretty competitive. Like, you're not going to outrank these people. It's not going to happen. That's what all the people say to do. This is where the gurus have kind of created a big problem, and now they're complaining that the problem happens because they weren't creative enough to be marketers that, do their own thing. We're looking at different stuff here. Like when we look at Start a Blog, there's people that want to do a fashion blog, people that want to do a gaming blog. There's all kinds of stuff, and all of them need web hosting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through. All right, Lance says this is going to take time and practice. Well, if you guys want a shortcut, how many of you guys want a shortcut? Type crazy shortcut if you're like, dude, give me the crazy shortcut. Trust me, you do want it, because whether you get it through me or whether you do it on your own, I'm going to teach you the shortcut that, literally, I have gotten traffic instantly. There's a website that we did for a client of mine. And by client, he was in the high ticket niche program. He did get a premium domain, but his site, watch this. It literally got traffic instantly. There's a webinar where I got the traffic instantly, and he's ranking. And you're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. I thought Google done got rid of all the people. Nope, there he is there. Here's another one here. Boom. Literally ranking for what? 16,000 keywords on one site. And guess how long it took him to rank? Right? We got the site. How long do you think? 6 months, 3 months? Some people say it takes 90 days, 3 years. Okay. William says, I think William, WM, 3 days. A lot of people are saying 3 days. Instantly. I was on a webinar. It's still live. Again, all of this is documented on my channel. It was about a year ago. We were testing a new AI software to create content. This is all AI content. Most of his content is from our AI system, which is crazy. And literally, he ranked instantly. I'm going to show you that secret in just a minute. You guys are going to love it. So now we're looking at this and we're like, I get it. Home security, hosting. There's lots of things we can do. Now, keep in mind on that thing where I made over 20 cents a click on 1.5 million views, keep in mind that wasn't the only money. So when you see this here, that's not the only thing. When you saw the web hosting, it's not the only thing I run. There's other offers as well. So now when we look at this, let's say something that's kind of near and dear to my heart. How many of you guys, if you were to look at the addiction market, there is a ton of competition. If I was to do something like rehab, okay, competition's crazy. Now it says 24. Let's do alcohol rehab. Alcohol rehab. 73, super hard. How many of you guys are like, dude, I wouldn't even touch that. I wouldn't even know how to do that, even though it's $11 a click and the rehab companies pay like $800 per call. They call for 2 minutes, $800. Get out of here. Right? How many of you guys are like, oh, wait a minute. I'm starting to see this. Now, right now, I'm getting over 1,000 views a day in this market, and I pay nothing for them. Marcus, why are you not rich? I'm going to let you know why I'm not rich on that market. I found some of these offers to be less than up to par of what I would want an addict to go through. So what I'm doing is I'm selling my own course and giving free info in this market because I think instead of just funneling them to rehab houses, which it's a money game. When I went to rehab, it was a money game. That's all it was. They were like, give us your credit card. We don't give a crap. Give us your insurance. We don't give a crap. Luckily, I found a rehab that was good. Some of them are not that good. That's why I don't promote that offer. So I could make a bunch of money. I don't want to in that one because my ethics don't allow it. Okay? Could I do that? I mean, it is ethical. I just don't like the way they run their show. So I'm going to take a pay cut. I'm going to do it the way I like. That's one thing you'll learn about me is that's how I run my business. I want a business that I'm proud of, that I could sleep at night and be happy with. And in this market, we get all kinds of people where they're getting help. Like we have people in there that are like 5-6 years sober, which is great. And I have a partner in that business too. And we actually both went to rehab together, which is great. So that's what we're looking at. I could make money, not going to do it. Also, just between you, me, and the wall, I could go and I could promote those things. I have lots of clients of mine who come on our Blog Profit Network and they buy websites from other companies for $30,000. And I have to tell them that $30,000 is a waste. I can't even help you with it because it's not good. Could I promote those? Yeah. I got, a couple hundred people on this webinar right now, about 300 people live right now. If I wanted to, there are people that would buy a $30,000 website. I'm not going to do it because it's not ethical. I'm going to sell you things that are ethical and things that can work and things that are good based on real businesses. I don't believe in just milking the traffic for everything it's worth unless it's in good ways. Okay, very, very, very important. So we're going to look at that. Now, with this, you can see that the suggested bid for traffic is $64 a click in the rehab market. So here's the deal. When you look at stuff like this, you don't need that much traffic to make this work. But I'll give you a key. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overall and it looks like work. That's a quote from Thomas Edison. When we look at this, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ability to use AI in an ethical, good, upstanding way that's going to make a lot of money. Patrick says, I'm looking to find a good niche to promote on Pinterest. We're going to get into that in a minute because, like I said, everything is all one part of the same coin. If I wanted to do Pinterest, you guys want a little tip of how easy this stuff is with AI? Like if I wanted traffic to my alcohol channel, I could literally go to ChatGPT. Let's open a new one here. And I could go through and say, please share 100 quotes on sobriety by celebrities. And I could go through and do quotes. There you go. There's quotes. I can make Pinterest pins out of these, and I could get traffic like that for people interested in sobriety. The only people who are going to read these are going to be people who want to get sober. Like most of you guys, you woke up, you're like, I don't want to read sober quotes. I am sober. Why would I read quotes? This is going to help you. And if I had 100, it will work. Watch, I'll show you. If I go to my Pinterest here, what I did is I did this in the drop shipping market, which again, super competitive. Right now we're getting about 4,800 monthly views on simple little pins that I had AI get the data for. Very simple, right? We had it up to about 13,000, but I haven't posted in a while. And it works like crazy. Okay? So starting this out, here's what we need to do. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how it works. Number one, we're going to find a niche market of people who need something. Number two, we're going to find higher paying offers that pay $30 to $100 each, or simple converting offers like the emoticons. Like this niche here, where we showed this guy getting traffic. This is one, where'd he go? The one for the emojis. Let's just put his site back in here. Emoji edit. This one here is a niche that I actually made over $1 million in. I think it was close to like 1.7 or 2 million. And he's getting free traffic. If I had this free traffic back then, I'd be making a fortune. The offers have changed a little bit, so it's not as lucrative as it was, but there's still money there if done correctly. Okay, so starting to do it is working. Okay, and so now we're going to go from here. Now, Rickard says he's using Pinterest based on my training, and he's getting traffic. It's working. This stuff works if you do it. You just have to do it. That's the fact. Just got to do it. I will give you the direction. How many of you guys, if you're like, well, Marcus, if you gave me the direction, the offers, the niche, and you just told me what to do, I'd do it, right? Type teach or type I would or let's get to work or something like that. Let me know. Very, very cool. Jerry says, I'm kind of full of ideas like everyone. Yes, and let me tell you, ideas are not worth money. A lot of people come to me, they're like, I got this great idea. Okay, implementation's the money. More about that in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the offers, set up a direct site promoting the offer, get some traffic. We're going to use the easiest ways in our niche. We're going to let our niche determine the traffic method. Then number 5, we're going to watch what our visitors click on and get them to opt in, be interactive, and everything like that. Now, let's go through, and I'm going to show you a foolproof way to find super profitable untapped niches and flip them to profit. We're going to show you 2 ways. One way is using trigger words. Trigger words are words that have no market attached to them. Calculate, calculator, broken, beginner, basics, balance, stuff like that. What's going to happen is you're going to put these into your keyword tool because most gurus are going to tell you, go here, type in mortgage, and find long tail keywords, right? How many of you guys are like long tail keywords? I hear that all the time, but they don't work for me, right? Type long tail if you've heard that. You need a long tail keyword. You don't need mortgage. You need how to get a mortgage in Mississippi when it's 90 degrees out and humid and you wear platform shoes, right? Yeah, good luck with that. What we're going to do is we're going to say, I don't care what market it's in. I'm going to do consultation. What kind of consultations do people want? Well, free lawyer oh, wait a minute. Okay. Free lawyer consultation. Interesting. Okay. Just answer, Cape 1. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we have this here. If you were to look at like DUI attorney, right? Or let's see, we got to open it like this. I want to see what the KD is on this one. So free lawyer consultation, not super competitive. It's getting lower. Immigration lawyer free consultation, that's pretty good. Okay, so now let's go through and say, okay, well, what if I did something like DUI attorney? Okay, see where we're going? How many of you guys are following this train of thought? Free lawyer, DUI is a lawyer thing. now we're getting somewhere. DUI attorney is such an expensive traffic, it's not even funny. Like, it's not on the radar. Okay? So now we're looking at DUI. Could you do personal injury? You can. You can do the same thing. So now we have super high competition. The amount per click is super high. We're looking $17 on some of them, even more on others. What could we do here? Apparently, we're going to zoom in. Zoom out. Come on, zoom out. You can do it. There we go. So we can look at this and be like, okay, a lot of traffic here. We can also do like auto accident attorney, like those guys that are on the billboards. Auto accident attorney. Okay, same thing. $60 a click. These lawyers are paying $60 for one click to their website. Does anyone else think that's insane? Like $60 for one click. Literally, if I was to go and do traffic attorney, these guys here are paying like $60 a click. That's insane, right? That's why they advertise on the links box. It's probably cheaper. Or on a billboard. It's probably cheaper to get a billboard. And so now we look at this, we're like, okay, cool. This is making sense. Free consultation, free auto lawyer. All right, free auto lawyer. Free auto accident lawyer, free consultation, 500 searches a month. Okay, so this, we can go through and find a bunch of them, put it in front of them, and boom, there you go. Like Louise says, but the client is worth thousands. Exactly. So now we're saying, okay, that's cool. Trigger word method. This works like crazy. We go back and forth. We're like, okay, how about estimate? What kind of estimates do people want? Because if you want an estimate on fixing your fence, that could be cheaper than going for, how to fix your fence. Does everyone make sense? Is it making sense to everyone? I think is the right way to say it. And how many of you guys are having fun here? I think this stuff is super fun. So now we have like estimate tax refund estimate, car value estimate. Interesting. So I could probably take something like car value estimate and flip that into those donate cars we talked about earlier. Okay, cool. It's called flipping the market. That's all we're doing. Okay? Another hack. So we could use our trigger words to find niches, or we could use the domain method. Every day I go to domains via Spamzilla, and I look for domains that have something with them, because this is going to give you a jump start. So if I do GoDaddy and I say, okay, well, let's go buy positions in Google, and I'm literally buying them every day. So here's one for flowerpowerpackages.com. Here's one for Trophy Skin. This one, I think it was like $5,000 yesterday. So that's a little out of the league for what that one is. It's at $6,900. But you see, hey, this is worth money, right? Mom, whatever that is, Fresh Voices, what's that one about? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what these domains are about and see if there's anything that I can use to piggyback off. Because right here, Fresh Voices, it has 470 keywords ranking in Google right now. It does get traffic right now. And it had a bunch of keywords. So if these are keywords I can use, that would work. So voices competition, Fresh Voices. I would want to make sure it's not a trademark, because sometimes they are. I doubt this one is. So this is like reality TV show. Okay. So I would go through and I would think, is there any affiliate offers for like reality TV or TV? Not that one. We don't want those reality things. Maybe something like voice lessons or something like that, right? We could go through, we could do and see if it's worthwhile. If it's worthwhile and it makes sense, then I can go through and buy it. Here's another one, Flower Power Packages. This looks like it is about CBD, right? CBD makes a lot of money. That's what this is about. Yes, this would work really, really well, right? It's traffic that'll work. And literally I can go through and I can take over these sites super cheap. What I'm doing is buying a business cheap, building it up, and bada bang. So $30? I mean, come on, get out of here. It'll probably go a little bit higher than that. But you guys get the idea of how this works. And if I was to show you an example, let's go GoDaddy, and I'll go to the auctions that I want, and I'll show you an example of the ones that we get, because what we're doing is we're looking for stuff that is going to help the market. Okay, so some of them, like this is one I ran, I bought yesterday. You probably saw this on the video if you watched the other day's video. Again, I do everything out in the open so you guys can see it. I want to show you guys, hey, this is real world stuff that works if you do it. So this was for yarn, for like a yarn site for knitting and stitching and stuff. It had 211 keywords, 104 there. So it's looking pretty good. So yarnbean.com, right? There we go. So method 1, use your trigger words. Method 2, jumpstart it and get a domain. George says, what's the advantage of Spamzilla over other sites? The advantage is I can sort via positions, traffic, cost. So at a glance, I could see what I want right then and there, right? Farm bed and breakfast. If this shows people how to start a bed and breakfast, I could use this for all kinds of stuff related to, what do you call it? The thing, the Airbnb. There we go. It will come to me. But what I'm looking for here is like, okay, it did get hit with spam. It looks like some kind of spam on it, so I'd have to clean that up. But that could be one I could use to show people how to start an Airbnb, right? So now we're going through and we're like, okay, so I can get that for $100 or whatever. Good deal. Going through and looking at these, you know, I mean, you'll find stuff if you're looking. There's some that I got. The yarn one is a good one. And then I could go to like GoDaddy appraisal. So I bought the yarn one. It cost me $205. Not bad, right? Let's see if I'm ahead of the game. So Yarnbean, hopefully it didn't time out. $1,400. So it says it's worth $1,400. Okay. Is that a guarantee? No. Sometimes they sell more. Sometimes they sell less. I think my 200 is pretty safe though. How many of you guys are like, yeah, your $200 is safe? You probably could have bought it for $1,000 and resold it for more. I do this all the time. So yeah, I think so. You can also look at Estabot. They have a estimator as well. There's Estabot? No, it's Dynadot. Bots and dots and coconuts or whatever. But looking at this, we're like, okay, cool. This says it's worth $12,000. So it's kind of all over the place. I'm going to say let's be safe. If I had to sell yarnbean.com, I could probably sell it for $1,000. I think that's pretty good. So I'm already ahead of the game. Type ahead of the game if you're like, dude, so you got a domain that's worth more than you paid for it. It's got rankings. So all you do is go and build a site about yarn and knitting and stuff like that, and it will rank instantly. Yes. Right now, if I put content on it for about yarn dyes, I will get this ranking today, right? Or let's do today. Okay. So crochet tarot card holder, May, March. Okay, May, it might still rank. Sometimes they fluctuate because when you buy a domain, it does go in pending, which the rankings will fluctuate. I'll show you what that looks like. There it is. So it is still ranking, right? There it is at Google right now. Like, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're number 4 on Google. Right here it said number 6. So we gained a position since I bought it. Knot stitch, different things like that. So all I would do is make content. Jeff says, do you buy it before you make content? Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to make content till I have the domain secure, because when I invest in content, I want it to work. Right? How many of you guys are like, dude, this is the best webinar I've ever been on. This makes sense. Type best webinar if you get it. Okay? So now all we do is we're like, okay, cool deal. I can make this work. Right? Then I go through and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do Offer Vault and I'll pair some offers with it. Okay, so I'll just go here and I'll be like, okay, maybe there's like a knitting offer or like Michael's. Maybe there's like crafts, or maybe I could be an affiliate of Etsy. Super simple. Handcrafted cat cave. What the? A cat cave? Hey, you get $14 to give a cat cave. I could probably get some traffic to the old cat cave, right? Craftsy classes. Okay, so this one does Craftsy classes. Perfect, jackpot. That would totally work for this. All I would need to do is go to their site, see if they have a knitting class. Okay, so let's do Knit. Okay, let's do yarn. There we go. So they got yarn stuff. So I could literally go here and sell this class, and no matter what I sell, I get $13.50. How many of you guys are like, dude, wait a minute. That makes sense. I get it. Okay, does that make sense? Patty, you can always get your traffic back. Let me show you. So when we took over Moji Edit and some others, actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this one, WP City. This is one I'm working on right now. I actually just hung the new WordPress City sign. What you're going to look at is over the last year, the traffic declined. You're going to look at that and be like, dude, Marcus, you are full of it. Look, the traffic drops. Yes, it does. If you look at it this way, like looking at the stock market, if you look at Black Friday in the 20s to like Sunday, it looks like the stock market completely went nuts and people flip out. Oh my God, everything's down. Everything's crazy. All right. Watch what happens if you do a year. Okay. Now we see it dropped here. This is when I bought it. I bought this one. Let me get you an exact date. Okay. So WP City, right? Like this. We have WP City. I purchased back in a while ago. Okay, when did I buy this? .com, GoDaddy. Okay, so I bought this 10/20/2023, right? There it is. Here's where I bought it, just so you could see. Okay, everything's on the up and up. I bought it October 20th. I got it in my account on the 27th. So the 27th of October, right around here, now it starts coming back. There we go. Now look. Now we are getting new traffic every single day, ranking in Google right away. Genesis versus Framework. Here we have this. There we are, WP City. Do I need CodeGuard? And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is hosting traffic. That's why I paid $3,000 for this domain, because I'm like, dude, this is going to be a no-brainer. And again, there it is there. Again, when you look at WP City, okay, WPCity.com, let's get a value, $8,000. Is that really the value? No, but I'm pretty sure I could get at least $5,000 for it. Even GoDaddy says it's worth $4,900. How many of you guys are like, oh my God, that totally makes sense? Now, don't worry. You don't have to buy domains for $3,000 like this one. You can buy them for $20. You can buy them for $50, or like the Yarn one I got for $200. Or if you want, you can even use Spamzilla and get domains that are like pennies. Okay, so you could go through and be like, oh, let's just do all domains, and I could get, let's see, cellularhealing.net. Did that rank? I could get something like that. How many of you guys are like, oh, so cellularhealing.net is about vibrations in the body. Cool. How many of you guys are like, oh, okay, this is cool. You know, it had 1,000 keywords. All right, so now we're like, okay, let's see here. Oh, did we lose a light? I think we lost the blue light back there. But now we're going through, and I'm like, okay, cellularhealing.net. And let's see. GoDaddy. I just want to show you guys the amount here. Come on. There we go. Okay, it looks like it is taken, but if you were able, like I wasn't paying attention, that was a couple days ago, I would have bought this one hands down, and it would have been like less than $9. Can you buy a domain and turn it around right away? You can. Could you explain what happens after you buy the domain? So after I buy the domain, so let's say I got, you know, let's get a decent one. Let's say the Yarn one, okay? If I was to get the Yarn one, what I would do is I would go through and I would start making content on these pages. I'll get to this in just a minute. If it has spam on it, it's debatable whether you want to buy it. I would base it on the rankings, not the spam score. So what I would do is I'd make a piece of content, tarot card and crochet pattern. All right. I would go to AI, I'd make the content, or I'd hire someone to make the content. I'd build it up, make it bigger and better. Super simple. How many of you guys are like, totally makes sense. I get it. Buy an old site, find out how to monetize it better, get some offers, build good content with AI. We're off to the races. Wash, rinse, repeat. What we're going to do to find these niches is use our trigger word method, glossary method, and our product method. Okay, so if you have a product, we can do this as well. Very simple. The key is pairing the right offer with your niche. It's like this. Back in the day in school, you would have like these little things. How many of you guys remember these? Right? And you're like, okay, so like you match the big to the small, the soft to the hard, the slow to the fast, and whatever it is. Okay? Very, very simple. So we go through and we match offers. Think about what the user ultimately wants and how you can help them. That's all there is. Then we're going to make a landing page. We're going to make a page for the offer. So I would go through on WP City. We're actually in the process of this right now. I'm going to do a similar offer to this one here, which is a hosting offer. You just show them how to sign up for hosting. Super simple. This took me, I don't know, an hour to make. And that's before AI. Now it'd probably take a lot less. And there it is. It's just a simple page. And if you look at like how to start a blog, you're going to see that that's what these people are doing. There's one here that had a ranking for a long time. So like the blog starter, that's what he's doing. Here's how to start a blog. Click here to skip and go get hosting. What's he sending to? Some kind of hosting here. Let's see. Guaranteed start your blog. There you go. Looks like he's doing Bluehost. Okay, and they pay anywhere from $100 to $150 a sale. Pretty cool. So all you would do is make pages like that, send the traffic to it. It needs to make sense with whatever the keyword is. It's very easy. So I would go through and be like, oh, maybe the knot stitch. Okay, maybe I'd put that to a ClickBank book about knitting or whatever. Or patterns. Okay, patterns. Maybe I could sell patterns or do patterns on Etsy or whatever it is. How many of you guys are getting this? You're like, it totally makes sense. Pattern to pattern. This to a course. Start a blog to web hosting. Someone looking for tax deductions to, donate your car. It's very simple. It's just nobody talks about this. Nobody gives you the truth about how this works. And what we're doing is we're showing you, here it is. Look at these examples. Here's everything. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to train our brain to see the opportunities. When you go in, one of the benefits I have is going in Spamzilla. I know what I want. I buy domains all day, every day. Actually, it was funny. I remember 2021 is when I got back big into buying domains at auction. I had taken a break from a while, and I started buying domains, and all of a sudden I get a phone call from GoDaddy. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is GoDaddy calling? And this guy calls, and he's like, you're one of our biggest domain buyers. I'm like, me? Like, this is back when I worked out of the backyard office. I didn't have this studio house yet. And I'm like, me? I'm one of your biggest. He's like, yeah, I am your rep. And I had an issue. I was driving to Tampa the other day, and we had an issue. I was working in the car, and he fixed it for me while driving down the road. Because he's like, hey, you're one of our value. But at any rate, I buy domains all the time because I know what I'm looking for. And one of the benefits I have is I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm willing to pay, so I don't go crazy, and I know exactly what I want and why. That's a key, and that's a luxury that I have that not a lot of other people do, which, it allows me to do all kinds of different things. Do we need Ahrefs? You do not. You don't even need Spamzilla. If you look at the offer I'm going to show you today, you don't need any of that. All you need to do is get my offer and listen, which will save you a ton of money. Like, hands down, I think this is the best offer if you want to make money blogging. If you're a newbie, you can do this. Landing pages are for SEO or pay-per-click traffic. Both. We're going to use it for both, and I'll show you how. Don't worry. But yeah, looking at this, like if you look at some of the ones that I won, let's see here. Where are they completed? So like this here, activebusinessloans.com. I got this for one of my students who wanted a business loan niche. Look at this. This is traffic for loans, church financing. Dude, how many of you guys see like that's money? Right? I see it. See the money because that's where it's at. It's like, hey, church loans, if you do something like small church loans and you do SpyFu, or is it here? Here's SpyFu, church loans. Okay? $5 a click. I mean, you do the traffic. Now, Amr, good point. He says, a lot of clicks, but no traffic. Yes, we're going to build it better than it was. Because like I said, when we take these over, they drop a little bit. Right? Now, also, you're going to see Ahrefs isn't always the best gauge of traffic. I find that my sites get far more traffic than Ahrefs if you look at like SimilarWeb and things like that. But like I said, there's a little dip. Now, why is there a dip? Because they abandoned the site, someone forgot to register it, they're selling it, whatever it is. We're starting to look at it and say, okay, active business loans. Am I secure? Is that a good domain? I think it is. Active business, $4,000 there. It's probably going to time out. I think we did 3 already. Yeah, it timed out. But if anyone wants to put that in their GoDaddy, you could take a look at it and make that work. I'm thinking active business loans probably 2,000. I had to guess. And so now we're looking at that. We're like, dude, you have a domain worth money. It has rankings you just literally plug and play. Right? So we'll just go out there. We'll get the traffic. We'll see where it lands. We'll build it up. Wash, rinse, repeat. How many of you guys are like, dude, even if I got that domain for like $1,000, I'm probably still ahead of the game. I mean, look at your traffic here. If I was to go for the stuff that gets a lot, it ranks 92 for startup business loans. How many of you guys get it, even though it's 92, you're like, wait, this domain had the power to get a top 100 in startup business loans? You're competing with like venture capital. How many guys are like, dude, are you kidding me? You're competing with venture capital companies with a stupid little domain that I got for dirt cheap. How to get a loan for a rental property with no money down. I mean, how many of you guys are like, dude, this makes more sense than anything I've seen since the inception of the internet? Right? Does that make sense? How does someone see it at position 92? That's not the point. The point is, if it got a 92 with someone who doesn't know what they're doing, what I can do with it is where the magic is, right? Because when we looked at it, if you were to look at Emoji Edit, let's look at it when we took it over. Okay, so we took it over, I think it was like last year, April-ish. So let's do March, or let's just do like April 5th. Okay, or what's April? Oh, that's 2022. We want April 5th, 2023. So when we took it over, 7,000 keywords, heart emoji, number 74. Okay, so we were number 74 when we took it over. How many of you guys are like, okay, that's fair? Okay, 92 for smiley face. Now watch. So this is when we bought it. Heart emoji, where are we? We should be right around here. My eyes are not, I need a bigger monitor. But I think we got up to like number 15 or something like that. Yeah, there he is, right there. So it was 72, 74. Watch what happened. So that page, let's do today. Where do we go? Search. Come on, where is it? Heart emoji. Okay. Timing out on us. We're doing too much stuff here. Blue heart. Is it blue heart emoji? Oh, this one here. Heart emojis. So it's heart emojis is the new page. So heart emojis now went from 500 keywords to 1,200. It is getting traffic, and it's ranking like crazy. Look at friendship heart emoji, 3. Friend heart emoji, 3. Witch heart, 1. Friendly heart, heart emoji. How many of you guys are like, okay, I get it. That's the data I want. Type data if that makes sense to you. Again, everything we're looking at here, you're going to see the trail. Build it, grow it. Much like we did with the termite one, right? Termite, when we took it over, a lot of the rankings, I think, when was this? It was a little over a year ago. See, it grew from there. So termite larvae, were we 28? I think we had already put the content in. Let's do custom. I think, well, I got a paper trail. Let's do termites in here. Termite MD. And by the way, while everyone's talking about Google and all this stuff, these are standing the test of time. Okay, termite MD. There it is. So I won it on, come on, where's the date? Sunday, April 9th. So we took it over April-ish. Let's do April 3. 56 keywords, right? Now today, with just AI content, haven't touched it in a year. And this is before I had my own human-edited AI content. This was straight out of AI, run-of-the-mill, enter a keyword, get a content. Look at this. Boom. 410. Ranking went up. Traffic went up. How many of you guys are like, that's the deal, right? Does that make sense? Type make sense if you got it. Okay, really cool. So now we're looking at this and we're looking at, now I see how it works. So the question is, how many of you guys want to get the jump start you deserve? You're tired of floundering around. You want info overload over. You understand this and want to do this. How many of you guys right now, we got almost 300 people on live. How many of you guys want to do this? Right? Type, this is what I want to do for a living. I like this. Right? Type it in the box. Let me know. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse, and I'm going to show you how this works in a real world way. Here's one we have here. Look at that. Rankings, 20,000 keywords. Traffic went up since we bought it, 41,000. Right? Here's another one. Right here. 4,100 keywords, 600 traffic. Here's another one. Right here. Gained 800 keywords. Gained 290 traffic. They had 6 visitors when I bought it. Now, this is not the only traffic method. If I go through and I'm like, that termite site, what if I did a Pinterest? What if I made downloads? What if I did AI videos? What if I created worksheets? What if I treated it like an actual business instead of just putting content out there and hoping to get ad revenue? How many of you guys are like, now I get it? That makes sense. But the problem is you don't know where to go. You're like, I don't know what niche to do. How am I going to know a domain's good, a niche is good? How do I know this stuff? That's where I come in. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you exactly how this works. Can I get leads for health insurance? Yeah, we have several health insurance domains. Here's what we're going to do. Number one, you're going to start with a solid niche with a direct offer. You need a niche that has an offer. If you're out there and you're like, I don't know what offer, then don't go into the niche. Plain and simple. Whether you buy a niche from me, whether you get them from anyone else, plain and simple, you need to know what you're doing. A lot of people, they go out there and they make content, but they don't know what they're doing. Every piece of content we have that we make needs a strategy. This is why when I opened my AI business content profit strategy, it was about the strategy, not so much the content. It's about the strategy. What am I doing with this? Who am I reaching? And what do I want them to do next? Very important. So we're not going to do the generic ad method, right? You've seen sites like this. There was a site we looked at for fences. What was it? Fence Frenzy. This thing got hammered in the Google stuff because they're focusing on the wrong keywords and their monetization strategy was like ads everywhere. I think they removed the ads. Oh, there they are. And it's just a bad user experience, right? And it's like, okay, can I drill into a vinyl fence? Is that a keyword I want? No. And you see, tanked, okay? This isn't one of mine. The people who do teach this method, it is a good method. I think their monetization can use help. And the keyword, what I'm seeing is the nature of the keyword is everything. It is all about the nature of the keyword because even if in this site's heyday, vinyl fence height extension kits, okay, that's a money keyword. But again, let's see how they monetized it. How to extend vinyl fight? No, what? Okay, Snap Fence. It's not even an affiliate link. Home Depot, not even an affiliate link. They're just relying on ads. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find something super specific. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find, okay, fence quotes or hurricane resistant fences or something like that that's very specific. That's what I'm going to do. And when we look at these in a different way, we don't want to do generic ads. We don't want to just throw everything everywhere. Okay? That method may work for some, but I find that you're not going to make as much as you could, and you're going to have to get a lot more traffic to make the money. So what we're going to do, no generic ad, no random traffic. We want specific traffic based on what we're trying to do. Okay? Then we're going to find a good niche and domain. We're going to find a direct offer that pays well. So if I go into the fencing niche, I'm going to do, let's do Offer Vault. And I'm going to try to find something for like fence or home improvement. So Pet Safe Fence, yes, I would use that. Thumbtack Fence, yes. Fence Index, okay, $30 a sale or a call. So I put a phone number on, get $30 a sale. That's where the money's at, not the generic ads, okay? Remember, your blog is your hub for everything. You're going to get Pinterest traffic, TikTok, YouTube. Again, it's going to be AI. You don't have to go on there and like fix fences or nothing. We're going to teach you how to do this in a real world, simple way. You build it, you grow. How many of you guys are like, I'm still on board. I love this stuff. I want to do this for a living. Number 2, we're going to set up a blog website with a shell. So we're going to put pages and posts. Now your pages are going to be where your affiliate offers and your opt-ins and things like that are. Your posts are going to be to get traffic. Very simple. Much like I have on my site, we have a page like the page you got to get on this webinar. We're going to have that page. I'll have a post that's going to get traffic, like Home Depot affiliate program or whatever it is, okay? We're going to align our content flow with a funnel. This right here is going to save you about $3,000 a year on fancy funnel software. You don't need fancy funnel software. I do everything. My multiple 7-figure business I run with WordPress. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, WordPress. Very, very important. Then we're going to get a 1-track goal and 1-track focus. You are going to say, when I get you in here, you're going to be like, I'm the fence guy. I'm the WordPress guy. I'm the guy doing those church loans. You are going to do that, and you are going to keep doing that. And when you see something new come along, you're going to ignore it. Why? Because you're the loan guy. 1-track focus, 1 plan, 1 thing. Now, can you run 2 or 3 sites? Yes, but focus on each one individually, okay? Then we are going to find what I call the jugular offer. This is the offer that's going to get you the most money. The calls for the fences, the pest control, the big loans, the credit card forms for travel sites, whatever it is. So in this example here, we're going to go through and we're going to create content to fill what the site's about. So we go through and we're like, what did the domain have? All right, cool. So the loan one, we got, what was it? Achieve. How do you spell achieve? I don't know. I got to go back over there. All right, so let's say we have Achieve Business Loans. So right now, Achieve Business Loans has a value of like over $1,000. It's good. We have content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the peak, go to the overview, and we'll get you this report with your site that you get today. So we go to the peak, 25 pages, 30, we had 30, 27, 27, 27 looks like, there we go, 30 is the peak. So I go to September 10, 2023. So all I would do is go pages, pages, right here. I'm going to go September 10, 2023. What's September 10? 10. Oops, we got 10. I'm going to get those 30 pages, 31, all right? And I'm going to make a piece of content, investment property loans with no down payment. Good. I'm going to make a piece of content about that. Not hard to do. Then I'm going to make one for Business Loans Ohio, private lenders for business startup. All these are going to have content. That's going to build back what was there. Then I'm going to go for new stuff. Wash, rinse, repeat, bada bing, bada boom. If it doesn't rank in Google, or the rankings go down or up or fluctuate, we are also going to do Pinterest. We are also going to have some other strategies. Remember, when you create good content, it can be used for multiple things. If I have a church refinance content, I mean, I could go to churches that are struggling and send them that and get leads and get people to click ads. right? Very important. And I can branch out and say, okay, church finance or church refinance. Okay? Church refinance. Now, is there a lot of traffic? No. Is that traffic worth a crap ton of money? Yeah, big time. And we're like, okay, now I get it. Here's another one. This was Matt. Matt is one of our star students. He's been doing pretty much everything I teach. He's got this site. He's making money. Dude's out there. On this site, I think he's starting to monetize it. He has some other sites he's making money with, but look at the traffic. This is in the podcast niche. Podcast. Right, like this. Is it faceless? Yes, you do not have to have your face. So you could do faceless videos, you could do whatever. So see, there's the dip. Went down to basically nothing. We brought it back up. It's actually, I think, yeah, we're doing better than it was before. 178 traffic, 520 traffic. How many of you guys are like, dude, this so makes sense? Like, I get this. And if you look at it, I think he's had this site about 3 months. Boom. There it goes. Again, it's not just about Google, though, because now he has a good piece of content about podcast monetization. All he's got to do is package this a different way. That's all he's got. I mean, boom, there it is, done deal. Very simple, very basic. And guess what? The best way to monetize a podcast is by having your own web hosting or website, which needs web hosting. How many of you guys are like, oh, I get it. That makes sense. Then what we're going to do is use AI to create a download pack. Super simple. So I go in, I'd be like, okay, ChatGPT, let's go in right like this. Let's say I got the podcast site. Where did it go? There it is. Right like this. Please look at this page and make a checklist for monetizing a podcast. Boom. Watch this. Now it's going to make this. I could go out there, I can make Twitters, and I can make Pinterest pins, and boom, here you go. And we actually do this stuff. I want to see if some of my pins came back, because what you're going to notice is when you get a domain from us, you're getting in-house content. We actually make the pins, we make the content, we have a whole process that we go through to make this stuff top-notch. And we've been testing it, and it's working really well. I've had my content business since August, so almost a year now. And we do this in a real world way. So let me go in, I'll get you some examples, because again, everything I teach all hinges on the thing before. When I talk about traffic methods, boom, here you go. When I talk about this, boom, here you go. So when I go through, let's see here, I know I had some pins here I ordered for another site of mine. Here's some of the content, for example. And then the pins. Yeah, so this was for a gal who had a site and she wanted to get like website traffic stuff. And I'll show you what they look like because they come out amazing. So website traffic tips. It's like a full-on tutorial on all these different traffic tips. And what we're doing is we're basing this all on keywords and searches. That's why it works. Right? We've done this for tons and tons of others. There was a candle site that we did this for that worked really well. Let's see. I think it was this one. So the candle site. Let me show you. How many of you guys are like, dude, this totally, it makes sense. Like it just, there it is. Right? So here we have like bulk candle jar supplies. Very specific, has the URL on the bottom. Here's another one for fragrance mixing, right? How to do the balance, all this. And what we're doing is we're doing these all based on info, right? This is info based on searches, and paired with your site, it's a game changer. So now we got a checklist we can give them, right? So download your checklist, join the list, bada bing, bada boom. How many of you guys are like, dude, I got it? Then what the content download pack is going to do is it's going to insulate your content and traffic. Scott says you're flipping websites. No, we are taking websites and we're building them into something bigger. You can flip it later if you want, But if you build it and keep it, you'll make more money, in my opinion, depending on the thing. I mean, obviously, if you get a gigantic offer, that's different. Then we want to think about what we want, what this market would want, and put a spin on it for our offer. Is this free traffic? Yes, we teach free and paid. 99% of my students like free traffic, which is why we focus on that, but we will teach paid as well if you want to do this. Christina says, is it realistic to do 2 sites at once when I'm a newbie? I think it is, especially when what we're doing is we're giving you the starting point. So you're going to see how today is going to put you light years ahead. So we're going to build little PDFs, worksheets, calculators, and planners. We're going to use AI to help. So we're going to teach you how to do everything. We're going to create opt-ins, downloadables, 3 to 5 pages for each one. Then we're going to use the linear traffic model, which is going to go through instead of, like, let's say we went for, there was a site I bought this site years ago, which was Free Ad Forum, and it's not getting much traffic. So I was like, okay, how do I build this one up? And I said, well, I could go for traffic about like free ads, which is limited. Okay. And these aren't even the ones I want. I want free classified ads, which is way down there. So what I did is I said, ChatGPT, tell me what are 25 free places I can post ads online. Just list the name of the place. Watch this. Now we have this. Okay. So where we had very limited 1,200 searches a month, watch this. Put the names of them in, bada bing, bada boom. Now we're looking at 15 million searches a month. Now, take some of those out for Craigslist and stuff because we're not going to get a number 1 on that, but we can rank for this other stuff and how to post ads on it. How many of you guys are like, okay, that makes sense? It's not about a how to make money site. It's about posting about 500 different side hustles because I will get more traffic and less competition with the 500 side hustles than trying to go for the word make money online. Did you just get an aha moment? If you did, type it in the box. That is where the rubber meets the road. And now we're like, okay, now I can go through, watch what we did. Free ad forum. Let's look at these pins here. You guys are going to get it. You're going to be like, oh my God, this totally makes sense. Someone calls me the bada bing, bada boom guy. There you go. You know what's funny? If you knew me, I'm actually not very tall. I'm like 5'1" on a good day. And so when I say bada bing, bada boom, I feel like Mike Wazowski. Because I'm like, okay, yeah, that's about how tall I am. And I say that all the time. But maybe I'm turning into Mike Wazowski. But look, see? How many of you guys are like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. I go for all the different ad posting sites. If you got an aha moment, type it in the box. I want you to get this. This is where the rubber meets the road because I'm structuring my content. And as I've said for 25 years, maybe less, I don't remember when I first started saying it, content structured differently can make you rich. It will if you do it right. So that's where we're doing the linear traffic model. Then we're going to look for who else searches for it. Then we're going to use the glossary method. So let's say you're doing credit. Okay, credit repair. Okay, super competitive. You're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. What if I did, ChatGPT, make me a credit repair glossary, 50 words. Watch this. This is going to blow your socks off because this is how you take these domains and these niches that people didn't know how to work, but they did get enough for you to start with in a jump start. So it's kind of like the guy doesn't even need the paddles. He just needs like, hey, wake up, come on. And then in minutes, he's like pumping iron. Make sense? So now we're going to go through and we'll say, now just the terms. Terms, no description. Now watch. Now we have this. Okay, so where we had credit repair difficult, 17,000 visitors a month maximum. Watch this. Take all these words Now I'll go through, and again, whether you join my offer today or not, you can do this on your own. I mean, my offer is going to put you like way up higher on the running thing, right? Like everyone else is starting at the start line. You're starting way closer to the finish line. 4.1 million searches on this list of keywords. And some of them actually are getting less competition. Then I go through and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I could do unsecured credit card. And I can narrow in on this one. Right? How many of you guys are getting this? It's like a very make sense, structured plan. It's a structure. Now we got unsecured credit card, 3.4 thousand searches a month. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're talking. Okay? All right. A lot of people getting aha moments. Congratulations. This is awesome. This is what we want. We want you guys to get this in a real world way. Then you look at what everyone else is doing and everything like that as well. We're going to use AI to help. Then, step 5, we run traffic. Now, for those of you who get my coaching and my offer today, a lot of this is going to be done for you so that you're going to basically have like color in the numbers, do what Marcus tells you. We're going to run traffic with SEO. We're going to boost up the old rankings. Then we're going to do paid ads where it makes sense if you want to. We're going to do JVs, Pinterest, video traffic without our face and without our voice. Doesn't matter. In these niches, you don't need your face and your voice. We're going to do blog content, guest posting, press releases, and share our content in other places. Primarily the sharing is going to be the download pack we give you. And this is the first time ever this offer is going to come with a download pack. We were never able to do this until I got a staff of a bunch of people who do these for me all day, every day, which is unheard of. So now what we're going to do is just drive traffic to our offers. So we go through, we put our banners on there, we put links to our offers, and we watch how they work and make money. Build, grow, wash, rinse, repeat. AI makes this way easier. When you get a high-ticket niche from us, in the way that I'm going to show you today, with a domain that's got some juice, with a plan that's working, with everything, all you have to do is use AI and your brain to learn about the market. It's not hard. You let AI do the heavy lifting, or you could buy more content from us. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. If the termite lady came back and she's like, hey, I want to start, give me a deal on some content, we'd hook her up, we'd make it work. Search, Pinterest, YouTube, download content, Facebook where it makes sense, and everything like that. Okay, forums, TikTok, everything. Then all we do is adjust content, right? So like I went through the other day and I found out that Affiliate Marketing Dude used to rank for the word Home Depot affiliate program. We lost the ranking, just kind of fluctuated. I tweaked the content a little bit, boom, it popped back right away. And you're going to see this stuff works like crazy if you do it, right? All you have to do is focus. Like this one I put up as a joke years ago. It was a joke. Still ranks today after all the hubbub. There we are. It still works, right? It does have some content on it, but you get the idea. So we adjust the content, add offers, add more relevant content, wash, rinse, repeat. How many of you guys are like, with your help, I could do this? Type help, got it. When you look at this, here's where the rankings are. Okay? Now rankings will fluctuate. They'll come and go. That's why we're doing the Pinterest. That's why we're doing the YouTube. What I want is the traffic, because the traffic is worth the money. Plain and simple. Okay? So what we're going to do here, and you can see, this is today. I just took this today. So this person here got the termite site. It ranks, is getting 4,600 searches a month, visitors a month, in the termite pest control niche, which is worth money. She hasn't done anything for a year. And the domain is valued anywhere from, I've seen 2,000 to about 10,000. So let's say it's worth $3,000, $5,000. How many of you guys would be like, yeah, if I paid $5,000 for that site, I'd feel okay. And don't worry, today's offer is not $5,000. Don't worry. I got something better, right? What we're doing is making this work. How many of you guys would be like, that would totally make sense? Okay? So now we're going to go through and we're going to understand what to do with our visitors. So these are some offers that I've ran. They work really good. You just have to put them in front of the right people. When we go through, we need to understand that creating value is the future of CPA marketing. If you create value, you win. Using AI, you win, because we can make forums, we can make tools, we can make downloads. I mean, we literally make everything. It's the sky is the limit. All right. And you can see here, I know what I'm talking about. I've done this with paid traffic. I have paid over $1 million of my own money. I spend thousands every month on traffic so that I can learn and keep up on my game of conversion. Do you have to buy traffic? You do not. I actually encourage you not to. I do it so that I can learn conversion. So if I had to spend $1 million and I made more than $1 million, which I did, I made like 2.5 off of that. Actually, wait a minute. That has, I think this includes my BizOps site. So I've made way more than $1 million or $2 million off of it, which is crazy. So now we're going through and we're like, oh, check it out. Now, here are the commandments of what to do. And I want you to get these before we go into the offer because this is what you're going to do. Number one, if you want your blog to convert, don't beat around the bush, get to the point. Don't confuse your visitor with useless info. If you're talking about how to repair a fence, talk about how to repair the fence, point them to the things that help them. Done. Don't talk to them about their lawn or how to get a dog. Keep it very on point. This is where people struggle. Don't bore your visitors with boring stuff. I don't want an article that's like, oh, welcome to the fence site. Today we're going to talk about fences. Fences are good because they keep rodents. Get out of here. They want to know how to build a fence. We're going to put up how to build a fence. Don't go too broad with your topic. Stay focused. That's why our niches are very focused. Next, don't sacrifice your message for a fancy design. You're going to notice that my sites look very simple. There's a reason they convert. Help your visitors in a direct way using their favorite medium. Notice how many of you guys found value in this webinar? Type value times 1 or value times 100, whatever you think. If I gave you value today, tell me. Okay? Because I want you to see that not so that I get my ego boosted, but so everyone can see that value makes people buy stuff. All I got to do is tell you the truth, tell you good stuff, help you out, and people will buy things like crazy. Next, always direct your visitor where you want them to go. If you want them to click, say click here. If you want them to download, say download. If you want them to order, say buy this here. Very simple. A lot of people waffle on that. Always find ways to interact with your visitors where you can, digitally, of course. Very cool. Always use your content to lead people to what makes you money. That's the goal. Right? Point them to the things that make money. Always use your design to guide your visitors' eyes where you want them to go. Wherever you want their eyes to go, that should be front and center. Notice how like on something like, let's say download my notes. A lot of you guys have been here. The eye is directed to this box. This points down, this points over. That download box is what we want. Bada bing, bada boom, there you go. That's where it's at. Now, bonus commandment, get a blog from Marcus today. So how do we do this, right? We're going to teach you how this works, what we're going to hook you up with. We're going to give you training, coaching, literally everything. You're going to learn that you can get paid when someone clicks on a link, when they download things, when they fill out forms, when they buy things. A lot of people don't know, but download offers are big, right? You look at something like, let's do, what is it? Capital. The Capital One shopping app literally pays a huge amount for downloads. And I think it's down here. It's like in the $8 range, I think. Capital One shopping, $8 a download. All they have to do is download it and save money, and you get $8. That's what we're talking about here. That's where this works. These companies are paying billions of dollars. Right here, right now, no questions. They are paying the money. And my sites make me money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't take breaks. They're just out there making money. Most training programs don't teach you the whole story. We're going to teach you everything start to finish and walk you by the hand through everything. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through and I am going to give you one of these domains that has traction, value. Some of them have rankings. A lot of them have a niche. Actually, all of them have a niche attached to them, right? How many of you guys are like, okay, if you found my niche, you knew it would work. You found the offers. You found a domain that worked. You found a domain that was worth money. I'd be ahead of the game like tenfold. How many of you guys ahead of the game already with just a domain? Okay, type it in the box if you think you'd be ahead of the game. Then, what if not only that? What if I went to your domain? Let's say you got the Achieve Business Loans. Okay, let's say this was yours. Where is it? Okay, I got to find it again because apparently I can't spell. Achieve Business Loans. Let's say you got this one today. All right, 85 keywords. I go through, I find the keywords that were looking good. I make your content for you. I'm like, hey, the first 25 pieces of content, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna make them for you. We'll use AI, but we're gonna use human-directed AI, and we're gonna get this thing back up. Let's get it going, right? How many of you guys are like, dude, that would put me even ahead of the game, right? It's like the Monopoly board, right? Monopoly board. Everything I'm giving you is putting you closer to the goal, right? Where other gurus are putting you over here and like, go to jail, right? Or whatever it is. That was a joke. Calm down. What we're doing is we're like, okay, get a domain. All right, I'm on free parking. All right, let's put content on it. Oh, cool. I'm over here on this train. Oh, cool. Now Marcus is going to get us some Pinterest pins. Oh, here we are. Closer to go. We're getting you as close to go as possible. And that's the key. Because if you can start rounding the corner on these things, get something. The first dollar is the hardest. And if I can help you get that quicker, again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. We look at the value of the domains. A domain is worth nothing until someone buys it. Case in point. Now, I bought these, so they're worth something. I'm going to show you some others that sold. But I want you to look at this in a real-world objective way. This makes sense. This is how we're going to do it. So now, we're going to give you the domain. Okay, so I paid money for these domains. You get them. We're going to give it to you. We're going to build it up with 25 pieces of content. I'm going to go through. I'm going to get you 25 Pinterest pins. Start your Pinterest. I'm going to give you a giveaway book so you can build a list. We're going to give you a download pack with some downloads, some PDFs, some checklists, maybe a calculator. That's going to help you. Then we're going to go through, set up your blog. So I give you the custom theme and the blog, much like we have on WPCity.com. Oh, let's go to WP City. There we go. This is the theme we use. Very simple. You can see it's very easy. This is the content. This was created by my content people. Very simple. And it's based on keywords. Everything's based on everything we do. Okay, very cool. Then I'm going to give you the theme, all my private blog plugins. There's one I just came out with last week that you copy, and it's so cool. I won't even tell you about it. You're just going to love it. Then I'm going to show you the offers. We're going to tell you the offers to run, where to get them, how to sign up, everything. I'm going to give you a super detailed traffic plan. I'm going to teach you how to write ads and banners. My banners get clicks. I'm going to give you the Simple Sites, Big Profits course. I'm going to give you a year of coaching. I'm going to give you the 3 calls we have. A lot of people don't know. For my students, we have a call on Tuesday, a call on Thursday, and now that my partner here on the WP City business, Jessie, she's going to do a call on Friday for all the tech stuff. I mean, so you ought to be able to show up for one. I know some people are like, hey, I'm in Australia. Okay, well, show up on the morning one. There you go. Or if you're in it to win it, show up on all of them. Or watch the replays. Doesn't matter to me. Just do the work. Then you're going to get the 3 calls a week. If you were to buy all this separate on my site, not including what your domain's worth, it's like $7,000 value. What we're doing today is unheard of because it's putting you ahead of the game. And when you look at some of the domains we have, which work really good, you're going to see that this stuff, like this one here, carbon monoxide myths. This one is for like custom fire extinguishers. Look at that. Boom. All for custom carbon monoxide stuff. Works like crazy. Here's another one for, let's see, SwimDog, SEO. This one was for AI tools we built for someone last week. Just to show you an example, anyAItools.com, boom, starting to get picked up. Actually, he is getting picked up. There it is. And it's not even built completely yet. And you look at it and it's like, wait a minute. So I get a domain that's worth money. It's got like the whole plan. You give me content, you give me the whole, like, how many of you guys are blown away at this? Where most people, most gurus are giving you a bunch of PDFs and videos and maybe a sales pitch a week. Like, you're getting something of value that I believe is worth more than you're paying for it. That's my goal, right? How many of you guys are like blown away at this? Okay. And what we're doing today is I am keeping it at the old price. The old price was 8 pieces of content, no giveaway book, no download pack, lower value niche, and only 1 call a week and 90 days support. So how many of you guys are like, dude, yeah, I want to do that like yesterday, right? And so we're going to go here, and I'm actually, before you sign up, I want to go ahead and give you an even better one, if I can multitask. I'm try to. How many of you guys want an even better one? I'm going to try to multitask here, and we'll do a special offer since you guys stayed so long. We had almost 300 people stay the entire time on this call, and I want to reward you and say thank you by giving you a special deal. Online real estate that you improve for free. Exactly. That's it. You go through, you make it work. All right, so what you're going to see is the new price of these is $14.97. Okay, how many of you guys are like, dude, at $14.97, totally worth it? The old price is $12.97. I'm going to give you a special just for this call, and we're going to get you rocking and rolling. I think at $12.97, it is an absolute steal. How many of you guys are like, dude, seriously? I've paid $3,000 for courses that didn't give me a site, didn't give me help, weren't personalized. This is personal for what you want to do, right? And all you do is wash, rinse, repeat. And we're here to help you every step of the way. Again, remember, this is a business. Results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. We don't know what you're going to get. The vast majority of people trying to make money online don't make anything. Let me see here. I'm going to try to, okay, there we go, domain. I'll give you guys your deal here. But looking at that is crazy. So I'm going to drop the price for 15 minutes, okay? The price is here. I'm going to give you the link, refresh it, and you'll see it, and sign up on the spot, and we will get you started. The way it works is this. You sign up right now. After you sign up, you're going to go to the thank you page, which is our tickets. Okay, there's no upsell. It just takes you to the tickets. You go to Tina, that is our support person. You tell her some things about you. You're like, oh, you know what? I used to drive a truck. I like this. I've thought about doing a loan niche. We're going to come back, and we're going to help you. We'll be like, okay, here's some domain options. So you don't say yes until you get a domain you like, right? You're going to be like, okay, I like that one. Go. Once you say go, we build it, and then we do the whole process and help you out with it. Very, very simple, very easy. All you got to do is say, Marcus, I just want you to help me. And you go there, you sign up. Here's some people that did this before. This guy came to one of our conferences. He was on his last dollar, and he's like, can I come to your conference? And I didn't know. He showed up there, and I'm like, hey, you going to have dinner with us? He's like, dude, I can't afford to have dinner. We had a catered dinner. And I'm like, we'll bring an extra seat, have dinner with us. I felt bad for the guy. I'm like, he's got to have dinner. He was like 7 feet tall. I'm like, I know the dude's got to eat dinner. And he went home. He spent his last $700 on that training to go to the live. And I think he went home and he made a bunch of money. He made like $11,000. Again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. Last I heard from him, he was doing like $1,000 a day. Another person got a gun site about like, you know, how to clean your gun and what to buy and things like that, like tactical stuff. And it worked. If you have a domain already, we'll just give you extra content. So it'll be the same offer. You'll just get extra content or something. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like if I don't think your domain will work, I'll let you know. Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can work with that domain, but we will do the best to get you something really good. Okay. Chris said my support, just the support is better than $2,000 products he bought. Here's a guy, Jermaine, I actually met. We have a video with him on our site. I met him here in Orlando. I hadn't heard from him from years. He bought my course. He's doing like $30,000 a month now. Again, that's not to say that's what you're going to get. Most people make nothing. Most people do nothing. And even people that do stuff, there's variables. This is a business. Treat it like a business. And going through, he's going there. He's making it work. High ticket niches is the key. You got to ask yourself, was it worth it to them? And what's it worth to you? What's it worth to you to have someone who's been doing this 25 years to look over your shoulder, to find your niche, to find your domain, to help you do everything, to get you content according to a strict system, to help you build everything by the book to make it work? If you guys get this, let me know, because that offer is a game changer. Looking at the values of these domains, look at those. Those are just the estimated again. I'm going to show you some. You guys want to see the values to show you, okay, yeah, these domain values make sense. I'm going to show you these. Check it out. I believe that high ticket niches, our product is the best way to get started, hands down. Info overload is over. It's done because I'm going to choose your direction. And you're going to say, Marcus, I'm going to choose the direction. I'm going to make it work and I'm going to stick to it. I'm not going to get sidetracked and just sign up. Look at this one. Here's one here, WP City, 17,000 visitors a month. Now this is an ultra primo domain. And if you want, you could say, hey, find me an ultra one, I'll pay extra. That's fine. If not, we'll find you one that includes. I'm not here to get you upsells and junk. I'm here to take what you got and give you the best I can. That's my promise to you. And if you like that, you sign up and you say, Marcus, let's do it. Let me find a niche. Let me do this, get the domain, get the stuff, and we'll help you. Look at the termite one. Again, ranking, 4,600 rankings. You guys can see. There it is. Head of the game already. Now, here's some domains I sold. You guys want something for ethics? Okay, this is an ethic one that I'm actually kind of proud of because I was like, wait a minute, check this out. So this guy here, he came to me and got a high ticket niche before we were doing the big domain selling. I would just buy expired domains. And I bought this domain and I was like, okay, here's the domain. He was deciding whether he wanted the domain. I paid $9 for this domain. While he was deciding, I was like, wait a minute. This domain is rightfully yours if you want it because I promised it to you. But I have someone willing to buy the domain. Do you still want it? Do you want to sell it? Do you want me to give it to you and you go sell it and keep it all? Whatever you want to do, you tell me. And he's like, well, you know more about domains. Why don't you sell it? I said, fine. If I sell it for you, I'll just take a cut. I sold that domain for $5,000. I sent him his cut and still built him a high ticket niche. How many of you guys are like, wait a minute, that sounds a little too good, right? And you start to realize, hey, wait a minute, that's what we're doing here. We're doing stuff that is based on fact. Now, is your domain going to be worth that much? Probably not. We don't know. Some are, like Ranch Bucket. I don't even know what a Ranch Bucket is, but sold that one for $2,200. I think I bought it for $200. Here's one I sold, Animal Mash. I sold that for $1,500. Probably could have gotten more, but I'm going to talk to you about how and why I do domains. Here's another one I sold for $5,000. Another one, $1,500, $330. Got this for $9. You guys will get my domain class for free with your high ticket niche because I want you to learn domaining. So we'll get you hooked up there as well. So highticketniches.com is where you want to go to get this offer. Let's see, where's the direct offer link? It is over here somewhere. High ticket niches. How many of you guys see the value of this? You're like, dude, this is insane. Like nobody gives us actual stuff. So here's a link here. There you go. I revealed the secret price, but we'll have to hide that on the replay. But here's a link here. Again, this is going to be open for probably 15 minutes. I'll shut it down. My wife wants to go to dinner, so it's almost 6 o'clock. I'll have to shut it down soon. So if you want that special price, do that now. Guys, this is unlike anything you've ever seen before. You get full control of the niche. We transfer the name to your GoDaddy account. You own it, and you're good. Sean, can you build it around an affiliate offer? Yes. If you come to me and you say, here's an affiliate offer I want to run, I will find a domain. I will do the content. I will make it around that offer. And I'll be honest, if I don't think I can, like if I'm like, okay, that offer is a little weird, maybe I won't. And there are some niches I don't do. I don't do any adult niches. I will get a tactical gun niche, but not bad type of stuff. So, there's where that's at. So there's the link there. All you got to do, I'll put the link in the chat box again. Game changer, get ready. Info overload is over. All you have to do is go here. You can see the screenshots and stuff. Put your name, last name, email. Put all your info here. Click the button. It is non-refundable because these domains and the content cost me money. The stuff that you're getting, I pay out of pocket for. I have a team standing by that makes your content. I have a team standing by that does your pins. I have a team standing by that does literally everything, right? And it's like, there you go. And this team is trained by me. So it's not like, oh, hey, here's some, whatever, right? Not to toot my own horn, but from what I've seen, our AI human-directed content, because we have humans that make the content, it's better than anything I've seen. And our content is cheaper. And the stuff is good. And all you got to do is say, Marcus, I'm willing to give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I get a good domain and a site and everything I can maybe sell later, right? You're getting something. I think in this example, you're like, yeah, I kind of have the upper hand here. And that's what I want. I want you to feel like this is something you want to do and something that you're like, oh, I get it. I get it. If I was to buy this separate and do it on my own, it would probably take years and it would probably be very, very difficult to do. But today, using what we're showing you, it's a good deal. Do I need to pay twice to get 2 domains? If you want this offer on your domains, yes. So like if you want us to build out 2 of them, yes, get 2. But you're saving a ton of money. So if you're going to get 2, now's the time. Definitely. All right. Awesome stuff. How many of you guys dug this webinar and you want me to do more of them? Let me know. I think it was fun. I always enjoy teaching this stuff and showing you guys, hey, here's the real world stuff. Again, we're not just focusing on Google traffic. This is a multifaceted thing. And that's what we're going to show you is, hey, this is how it works. Really, really, really simple. And if you get that, let me know and sign up. Again, highticketniches.com. That is where you go. It is an absolute game changer. I think it's going to change the way that you think about this. And what I want you to do, if you can, is after you get this today, commit to it for 90 days. And by commit, I'm saying don't buy other stuff. Okay, so like even if I have another product, hold off for 90 days. Say, hey, even though Marcus has something that's on, hold off, do this for 90 days, focus on it. Right? Can you do that? How many of you guys can do that? Type 90 days if you're like, yeah, for the next 90 days, I can do this. And if that's the case, let me know. All right, guys. So go there, get signed up. I'm going to take some questions in just a minute. Let me give you guys a couple minutes to sign up before I change the price. Just go there, fill that out, get it done. The niches take about 4 to 6 weeks to get done. Sometimes sooner. Right now, they are kind of sooner. I like to quote 6 weeks because sometimes it takes a while to go back and forth on domains because I want to make sure that you love your domain before we build it. I want to make sure that you like the niche and the domain. You have full control. I'm not going to say, hey, go into the knitting niche if you hate knitting. We're going to give you one that you like, specific to what you want. This is, you call the shots. You guys are the king here. I just show you how to make it work, or the queen. Stuff. I'm looking forward to getting you guys in there. I think this is something that you guys are really going to love. I do not have a payment plan for this. The best thing I could say, how many of you guys are priced out on this? What I would say is if you are struggling and you're like, okay, I don't have $9.97. I mean, I'm sure you see it's a good deal. If you cannot afford that, what I want you guys to do is sign up for Blog Profit Network. If you sign up for Blog Profit Network, I will keep this offer for you for when you're ready, as long as you're in Blog Profit Network, if you think that's fair. Blog Profit Network will get you on the Tuesday calls so that you can get help. So if you are struggling and you're like, okay, I can't afford that big offer, let me get you the link for Blog Profit Network. I think, yeah, so this is the Blog Profit Network offer. It's only $127. So let me put Blog Profit, and you can sign up for that. I am boosting up Blog Profit Network this year, starting now, because we have merged with WP City, which if you could see on the other side of this wall here, I have our WP City sign. I won't show you it yet in case Jessie sees this call, because she wants to see it in person. Hers is awesome. It's great. I'm signed up. Can I cancel? Keyword tools. Yes, you can cancel those. You do not need keyword tools. We'll get you the reports you need. If you can afford to have the keyword tools, you might as well use them. I would definitely recommend that. But if not, I mean, you can definitely save money. One of the cool things about this is it's going to save you so much money on software, it's not even funny, because we're using WordPress, which is great. So for Blog Profit Network, let me get you guys the links here. Let's see. I don't know how to copy the link. It's not saying copy link. That's weird. All right, so just go here and you can see this is the guy who buys domains all the time. So Blog Profit Network, if you cannot afford today's offer, don't worry about it. Get BPN. BPN is amazing. We have a call every Tuesday. We have plugins. We have tools. We answer your questions, all kinds of stuff. We have sales on domains, pretty much everything, which is great. However, I will say if you can get this offer, this is the cheapest it's ever going to be for the stuff that you get today. As soon as we're done with this call, it's going to $14.97, which I still think is a great deal. But hey, you know what? If you want to save $500, sign up now, which is really cool. So going through there, that's the best. Blog Profit Network is also good. Now, Blog Profit Network, to sign up, just click this, and you can fill all this out here. And then you'll get instant access, just like with the High Ticket Niche, you'll get instant access. And yeah, it'll just literally walk you through everything step by step. We hold your hand every step of the way. We walk you through everything. Guys, this is something that I think, how many of you guys would say this is different? You're like, I've been on a lot of webinars. I've been on a lot of guru things. This is different. How many of you guys are looking at that? With today's offer, you get Blog Profit Network. Yeah, that's your 1 year of support. So with your High Ticket Niche, you get 1 year of Blog Profit Network with it. What add-ons do you recommend getting? 0. Don't get any add-ons. You don't need them. Yeah, I think you guys can agree that the stuff that I do is different. We're giving you the real deal. You know, this is something to where, I mean, most guru courses are $2,000 and they don't include a domain. They don't include content. It's usually nothing, right? It's just, hey, whatever. This is what it is. This is something that is an absolute game changer. All right, so before I change the link back, is there anyone that last minute want to sign up? Let me know. Also, if you do need PayPal, is there anyone that needs PayPal? Okay, so Svetlana, if you want PayPal, all I need in the chat box, just put your PayPal email. Don't put anything else, just the email is all I need. Okay, don't put any other info, just the email. Okay, Matthew, contact our support team. I'll see what I can do on that. And Matt, go ahead and join Blog Profit Network today, if you can. Can you do that? Because if you can, then I'll hold it for you. Yeah, like if you want PayPal instead of using regular. Christina, yeah, so if you want it to get quicker, just make sure you get your ticket in right now. Like the quicker you get your ticket in, the quicker we get your domains back. And once we have the domain, that's when we start setting up. So it should be pretty quick. Right now, I think we're at like a 3 week. Some people are getting 2 week. Just depends on the domains. Sometimes if you give me a tricky one, it's a little hard to get a domain. But I do try that. So after you sign up, you're going to go to pcmoneymaking.com, right like this. Click on Submit a Ticket. This is Tina. She's on our staff here. That's Jesse, who builds the site. That's Andy. We also have Leah. I just need to add her up there. And you could see our team here, actually, on affiliatemarketingdude.com. We have the team here. So we got me, the crazy one. We have Tina, Jesse, Leah, and Maria is one of our content people. We got to add the content people there. I haven't added them all. But after you're going to submit a ticket, just put your email, and it's going to prompt you through the process. Choose high ticket niches, and then it's going to ask you some questions. Okay, fill this out the best you can. It'll prompt you for web hosting if you don't have it, and it'll get you through everything. And then once you submit that, just wait, and you'll get your logins and everything. Rob, yeah, if you sign up if anyone wants this offer and you want to hold it off for later, if you get Blog Profit Network and you're active when you upgrade, I will hold this offer for you. Right? How's that sound? That's pretty fair, isn't it? Gontam, I got a HTN, haven't chosen a niche. Will I get all features you mentioned today? Yeah, I'll honor that for you. Yep. All right, cool. Signed up on BPN. And I think you guys will really like BPN. That's something, it's kind of like my pet project this year to build that up with WP City. And Jesse's webinars are amazing for that. Ken, the $997 is today's price. I'm going to change it back in just a minute. So everyone who's signing up today gets it for the $997 instead of $1497. And even $1497 is going to be an insane deal on that. Mike, you got billed twice? Of course we'll reverse one. Yeah, if you got billed twice, we don't want you to pay twice. Let's see, what's your last name there? I'm going to try to multitask. I got to tell you, man, my eyes get worse with my age. Mike, if I'm only seeing one, so if it's still there tomorrow, let me know and I'll avoid it. But I am only seeing one on my end. Sometimes it happens that way. But if you still see it tomorrow morning, let me know and we'll avoid it. Can I get a copy of the curriculum you used for the screen today? We will have that on the replay, yes. All right, Joseph, yeah, do the niche when you can. Blog Profit Network is a great place to go. When signing up for InMotion, does the first domain we choose matter? Just click Choose Domain Later. Yeah, that's the quickest way to get there. All right. Okay, so, yeah, Blog Profit Network, you guys got that link. Where's my chat thing? Oh, wow, we got a lot of people on there. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open for just a couple minutes because there's about 60 people on the order form. So is there any questions you have about today's offer? Anyone have any questions about that? I'm going to get ready to change it, but I want to make sure that you guys, we'll go till 6 o'clock. That way we get questions and things. I want to make sure you don't miss out if you got questions. Okay. Can you change your InMotion hosting details? Yeah, you can. You can always change them later. Okay, so here's the thing. I am going to change this back in just a minute. This is where I go to change it back. So it's going to go from that to that. And when I hit save, that'll go back. So is there anyone that has questions? Anyone on the fence about the offer? Let me know now. Okay, I want to make sure we get you. Please review what we're getting. Yes. Okay, good question. I always forget to do that. What you're getting today is the end of info overload. Okay? You will not have info overload anymore because what I'm going to do is I'm going to find you a domain that had rankings or just a good domain for your niche. Either or. Depends on what niche you choose and what I have available and what I can find. Okay? You'll get a good domain that has value. You're going to get 25 pieces of content written by my custom content team. If you were to buy those on their own, be like $12.50 with the Pinterest pins. You're also getting 25 Pinterest pins. Now, content and pins are worthless. Wait a minute, Marcus. Doesn't it say it's worth $12.50? Yeah. Content and pins are worthless without a strategy. Lucky for you, I'm giving you the strategy. We're going to give you a giveaway book that you can use to get opt-ins, a download pack. Remember, this is all AI, so brush it up. Make sure there's no errors. Give it a quick once-over. We do our best, but we're not perfect. We try. You're going to get a custom blog theme from Jessie. She's going to build it for you. Killer blog plugins. You get my whole suite of plugins worth, I don't even know what they're worth. Let's say $4.97. Offer selection and guidance. I'm going to find the offers for your niche. I'm going to help you get signed up. I'm going to guide you through the entire process, start to finish, everything. Do we need to choose a niche we know about? You do not. There's lots of niches that I'm in that I don't know about. There are some I do know about, like the alcohol niche. Yeah, I'm not going to teach people how to quit drinking if I can't quit drinking, which lucky I can, good thing there, but you get the idea. But you don't need to know about it. Like I have people that are in the mattress niche and, they don't know about it per se, but they sleep on a bed, so they know enough to do that. And I actually have a couple of mattress domains to show you an example. So to show you an example of the domain, here's one I got recently for Mattress Debunked. So you go into the mattress niche, which pays a lot, to show you the values and what we're looking at. So if you were to get Mattress Debunked, okay, it's got some rankings, right? Little mattress review rankings, things like that. We're going to build this up, all right? Not only that, but Mattress Debunked probably has a decent value attached to it. Let's see here. Let's do Dynadot because GoDaddy timed us out, right? So we'll take this one with a grain of salt. $900, not bad. So if you signed up for $997, you got a domain that's worth $987. I think that's pretty fair. Probably on the low side, but again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. We don't know what they're worth till someone buys them. So you would get that domain. We would get you content about mattresses and sleeping and stuff like that. Your pins would be about that. Your download book, your download pack would be about that. Then we're going to get you offers. I'll go through and I'll say, hey, you know what? On OfferVault, they have this mattress over here that pays $480. Let's run that. I'll find you some other stuff as well. Amazon, blah, 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 all specific stuff. Then we're going to give you a detailed traffic plan, ad writing class and banner class so you can make your affiliate offers sell. You get the Simple Sites course, and when it comes out, the 2024 edition, which is amazing. I started working on it. You get a year of support and coaching, which includes 3 live calls every week where you can get help. The total value is $69.56. If you were to buy all that stuff on my site today, right now, that is what it would cost. Right now, you're getting a crazy, insane offer on this. And if I can find the tab, I will change it back. Where did the tab go? See what happens when Marcus has too many tabs open. It just gets a bit crazy. Where was it? Yeah, was it here? I think it might have been here. I might have clicked it out. All right. I will find it again. Lucky for you, you get a little bit more time to sign up. Any other questions on that? I think it's pretty much a no-brainer for those that really, really want to make this work. Here's the link. Estabot, yes, that is the most accurate for sale. I would say there is a better one, and it's NameBio. Go to NameBio and search related domains because the best appraisal is related domains and related searches. If you're just appraising it based on like an algorithm, it's not always going to be the best way to go, right? We want to do based on what else sold. It's like when you're appraising a house, you're going to base it on what sold recently in the area. Regarding PayPal, should I wait for your request? Yeah, go ahead and send your email again. I'll try to scrape it out of here and get that sent. So if anyone wants PayPal, just put your email in there and I'll get you going. Okay, so there's the link again. We'll be changing that in just a minute. Do I base your pick on famous painting? No, it's just my excited face. It doesn't look like that, though. I never thought of that. All right, so I'm going to be changing the price back in just a second. Let's go for a couple minutes here. Any other questions? We'll get you going from there. And then for those that don't want to do that offer or can't do that offer, definitely start with Blog Profit Network. It's a fantastic course. Do I think Montana travel niche is a good niche or too broad? I think it's too narrow, but it can work. If I found a good domain in that one, like, so for that, if you wanted to go Montana travel, I would probably ask you to give me like a couple of weeks to find your domain. And I would try to find one because you can find them. It's just a little bit visit Montana land, maybe. And that's probably like Hannah Montana land or something. I don't know. Johnny Montana. So it might take a bit to find, but sometimes we can. Let's see if there's any in GoDaddy. You have montananv.net. Yeah, so like for montananv.net, when we're doing domains, we want to ask if the domain is going to do us a favor. We want the domain to do us a favor. In this case, this domain is not doing us any favors because it didn't have anything. So if I was going to do, like, let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's do like visit. Okay. Maybe there's a site that's like Visit Orlando or something. Maybe I could do something like that. What I mean by favors, and this is what you get with your domain today, is you get the favor of how's it going to help me. So visit, now we don't want to visit those. Visitor counters, maybe. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so see how this one, it's got some stuff, some backlinks, some helpful stuff. What we want is something like the mattress one, where it's like, okay, it's got something with it, something to help us. Like even the flower one, it's got something. I mean, you could use yours, but I'd rather see you get one that's going to do you favors. Does that make sense? Type favors if that makes sense. Okay, me and my wife are building out an expired domain I bought this week. Could you take a look? We'd just like to know if we're on the right track. Sure, let's see. So with this, let's see if you got anything. It's getting there. What I think you need is a strategy. So what I'd like to see, how are you making the content? I own onebusiness.com. Could I get some domain niche in business appraisal? Do you want that Chief Business Loans? I mean, that's a good one. If you do, I could send you that PayPal with that. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'll send you that. Give me a minute. I can't multitask, so I mean, you see what happens when I try to multitask here. So I'll get it. I'll get that link to you as soon as possible. But yeah, when the domain does us a favor, that's key. You're using AI? Okay, Keith. So a lot of people don't know this. I have a content business at Content Profit Strategy. What I'm going to recommend for you, Keith, is go to the blog posts and articles and get whichever one's in your budget, and I'll get you a Pinterest and the strategy and content. So we'll give you a bonus of Pinterest pins if you get this today, and we will also give you the strategy, because there's a strategy there that you're not hitting, and you're a little off on your keywords, which is what this is going to help with, and it's going to give you the content at a rapid pace so that you get data. Because the quicker we get data, the better it's going to go. Because right now, with yours, and this is a key to working on your guys' stuff, right? When you look at his, see how he's hitting some stuff really good? This stands out to me. Why does that stand out to me? Because it's got 3,500 searches a month. So if I can try to hit this better, and now with this, see, what we want is we want the data. Now I got some data. Now what do I do with it? And a lot of people don't know what to do with this data. I do, because I've been doing this way too damn long. But a lot of people don't know what to do with the data, and that's what we're going to help you with. So yeah, get that, Keith, if you can. I mean, even if you get the $500 one, just something so that I can get you in the right track. If you can't afford that, Blog Profit Network, I can help you too. But you got some nice data. It's looking okay so far. I think I'd like to get you away from the questions type stuff and get you more into some other stuff, which I'll show you in a little bit. And I'll also show you, I'll give you a keyword report that you're going to be like, wow, that keyword report you gave me is probably worth the $500 on its own. You're going to love it. So yeah, check that out and let me know. So you would just go to that link and choose the $500 one. All right, guys, I'm going to close this here in a bit because my wife wants me to come home. And where did it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. So I'm going to change this up. So if you guys want to save $500, now is the time. You got like 3 minutes left and we'll go there. So what actually happened with the Google recent search update? Why is it? Because I see most websites now have Cloudflare. I haven't seen a correlation with Cloudflare. Yeah, I don't think that's anything to do with it. Do you have an InMotion link we should use or just log in? I'll get you the link. So the hosting link, let me give you guys this here. You can always go to gohubsite.com, but I'll get you the direct link here. Will the $500 offer be here in a couple weeks? Probably. But start with Blog Profit Network. That way you can get help on it. Because if I can read that data over the next couple weeks, that'll be good. All right, guys. I think that's about it for now. I will leave that open in the time it takes me to bicycle home. And then we'll go from there. How do we know you've got spam on? How do you know you've got spam on your newly bought domain? The keywords will show. It'll be like dirty stuff or casinos or something like that. InMotion link. Let me get you in 1 minute. Okay, InMotion link is this. It says host on it. There's that. And then here is the offer link again. I will be, where'd it go? Niches. There we go. I will be closing this offer like right now. So do that. You have till the time I bike home, and we'll go from there. What am I calling this offer? It's a high ticket niche. We're just beefing it up. I'm getting ready for the new stuff, and you guys get all the new stuff at the old, cheaper than the old price. So pretty cool stuff. Ricky, just start at that link there. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I think this was a great call. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, if you can get Blog Profit Network, if you can't do the big offer, I would highly recommend that. If not, take what you learn and go make money with it. I think there's a lot of good stuff there. Again, as always, if you purchase, just go to PCMoneymaking.com. PCMoneymaking.com, submit a ticket. Then it'll take you through this, and you're going to choose high ticket niche. Obviously, use a good email. And then once you do this, it's going to take you to high ticket niches. This will prompt you for everything. Okay? All right, guys, good deal. Here's the link. I'm going to bike home. I will change the price when I bike home. If you guys need anything, let us know. We're here all the time. I've been here for 25 years. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I'll get the replay and notes out as soon as possible, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys.